most people don't realize that Indiana was one of the first schools in the country with that kind of forethought under Dolson to get this thing going, and it's proven huge dividends for this program.
Indiana's got a really good coach. They got an athletic director that looks way ahead of everybody. I don't know that he can foretell what's going to happen next.
Yeah, I agree.
Because everybody's getting involved. The gambling thing is something.
The NBA thing,
Well, wait till that starts hitting in again.
Yep.
So there is an uncertain future, but the only thing that anybody has to worry about right now is Indiana's really good and playing well every Saturday.
Maliava back to take the snap, and he gets it, throws it out here in the flat. Frias is the running back out of the backfield. He gets stopped. It's going to be 4th down at the 40-yard line of IU after about a 5-yard gain. It's 4th down and 6. Jeff Utzinger makes the tackle on that play, and that might be the final straw here this afternoon. Nope, can't be yet.
They're gonna go for it here.
They'll have one more probably opportunity here on 4th down.
Timeouts? They have 2 timeouts left. Who knows what they're gonna do?
That's true. We'll see, but they've got to get a first down here to make that happen. Maliava ready to take the snap. Gets it. Drops back, looks to throw, gets pressure, got away, throws it far side, out of bounds. And they'll live for another play. 28 seconds to go.
Tails. Go ahead and make your decision now, please. Tails. BYU captain chooses tails.
Was that Cougar tails or just tails?
Tails, you won the toss.
They won the toss.
Okay, right. You guys obviously want the ball. Which way do you want to kick?
That way.
Okay, great. BYU has won the toss, chosen to defer their choice the second half. Iowa State will be receiving at this end of the field. All right, gentlemen, have a great game.
So Iowa State will operate from north to south in the opening quarter.
Yeah, working 55 degrees here, working against about a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind, kind of swirling probably, but primarily Iowa State will be going into it here in the first quarter.
Today's opening kickoff is brought to you by Iowa State 1858, a handcrafted quality vodka with a portion of the proceeds going to Iowa State Athletics and We Will Collective. And the return men for Iowa State are going to be Zay Robinson and Aiden Flora. We haven't seen that combination back there on kickoff return yet this season.
Just the second game for the true freshman Zay Robinson to participate in. So far he has, one fair catch? But a young, explosive player that they have tremendously high hopes for out of Valley High School.
Yeah, had a great career at Valley High School. Really good basketball player
BYU
there, too.
Number 21 is now wearing number 91.
Will Farron is the kickoff man for BYU, and he's a good one. Really good kicker. He was a preseason
Number 13
All-Big 12.
for Iowa State is now wearing number 1.
So it's Robinson and Flora back deep. Robinson, the primary guy, standing at the goal line. Flora standing around the 3 or 4.
Iowa State has not returned very many kickoffs this season.
Probably not going to get the opportunity here with the win behind Farron's back, but we'll see.
Farron, a very solid kicker.
Yes. Season All-Big 12 selection. All right, BYU and Iowa State. Underway here at Jack Trice Stadium. Farron's kickoff is an end-over-end kick. Robinson fair catch signal, but he'll let it fly over his head. It will be a touchback. And Iowa State will start at the 25-yard line with Rocco Becht at quarterback.
Let's see.
Standing junior.
So what's your guess how many tight ends on this first play? I'm going with 3.
Well, let's take a look. There's Burkle. There's Braber.
Nope, only 2.
Only 2. They got Chase Sowell and Brett Eskelson on the field with him. And Abu Sama is the starting running back. And Eric, if you can get a look at that offensive line, I assume we got it right in our pregame Sukup lineups?
We did.
Okay.
Black and Boar the guards.
Okay, so out of the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 25 is Rocco Becht. Cyclones operating left to right here in the first quarter. Becht to throw it. Looks deep. Has Eskelson. Over the shoulder catch. 20, 10, touchdown! First play of the game. Becht, 75 yards to Eskelson.
And a perfect throw as Eskelson got by the corner. Just had about a step and a half, and that ball dropped in a bucket.
We're 9 seconds into this one, and the Cyclones lead it. What a throw. We talked about how well Rocco Becht throws the deep ball. We thought he'd have his A game today, and boy, what a good start. And now Kyle Conradi on to try the point after. Longest play of the season for the Cyclones, a 75-yard touchdown pass from Becht to Eskelson. Oh, the bobbled snap, and Perkins got it down. And the kick is good by Conradi, and it's 7-0 Iowa State. 9 seconds into the game.
You want to do that quick star scoring drive recap? Do you need me for that?
I think I can handle this one on my own. We will, first of all, let you know that the touchdown is brought to you by Producers Livestock. That's good for another $300 donated to the Iowa FFA. Producers Livestock is proud to support Iowa Future Farmers of America and Iowa State football. And yes, Eric, that scoring drive recap is presented by Quick Star. Looking for your next quick meal, Quick Star has you covered with freshly prepared fried chicken options. Order ahead today with the Quick Rewards app. One play, 75 yards, 9 seconds, and the Cyclones lead at 7-0.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that time they had the safety out covering. It was Sadowala, one of their better players. He just didn't have the speed to keep up with Brett Eskelson.
Third touchdown reception of the season for Eskelson, and now kicking off for Iowa State is Chase Smith, and it's a short end-over-end kick that'll be taken at about the 12-yard line by Hagan. He's across the 20, 25-30, and brought down to the 31. Good tackle made in the open field for Iowa State by Carson Van Dinter. But a good return for BYU, and they'll start at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, good field position. And let's see. It is Dom Orange out there.
They'll put it at the 32. Isiagu flanking Dom Orange on one side, and is it Chase Gilbert on the other? Or Tomato McDonough?
Yeah.
McDonough. All right, here we go. Bear Bachmeyer out of a pistol formation, spins around and hands it off to L.J. Martin. He's back and able to fight forward for a yard. Caleb Bacon almost had him for a loss. Jamison Patton in to help out, and it ends up being a 1-yard run for Martin.
Coach Campbell talked about the importance of the defensive front getting upfield, and that's exactly what they were able to do. And Martin using his 220 pounds to avoid losing a yard or two and picking up 1.
Second down and 9 for BYU from its own 33. Bachmeyer out of the shotgun, fakes a handoff, looks to throw, fires right, and Chase Roberts tried to tiptoe the sideline. They say he did and made the catch. It was very close. It's at the 47-yard line. It would be a 14-yard gain and a first down on the catch by Roberts.
Yeah, he's a terrific receiver, a big target at 6'4".
Very close. Very close.
Boy, that crowd just saw the replay.
And they're buzzing down. They are buzzing down to review it.
The ruling on the field is a completed catch for a first down. The previous play was on a replay review.
The ball was thrown about maybe a yard
out of bounds
to the outside too far. He didn't have to thread the needle that much, and I'm not sure.
It's close.
Yeah, it's very close.
But I think the crowd got that review.
It certainly didn't
With
hurt.
that reaction. We're taking another look up here in the booth. It's just a matter of if he had control with the 1 foot in, and the BYU crowd here, their fans, think it was a catch, but I think I'm in the other camp. I'd say...
I think it's a catch.
You do? Okay. I didn't know if he had control of the ball with 1 foot in play still or not. It was close. I thought that foot might be coming off the ground as he gained control.
As he tucked the ball under, I couldn't see if he tucked it without any bobble.
It might be hard to overturn it.
I think, given the preponderance of evidence.
After review, the ruling on the field of a completed catch for a first down is upheld.
Okay. So not enough evidence to overturn it. It is a first down for BYU at the 47-yard line.
I think that's the right call.
Will McLaughlin's in there at linebacker for Iowa State. And it's 1st and 10 BYU at the 47. Remember, McLaughlin had an interception early in that Cyclone victory in Provo a couple of years ago. The young man from Defiance. Here's Bachmeier from a shotgun formation. Handing it off. Martin off the right side. Got by an initial tackler and got about 5 as he was taken down. Call it a 4-yard gain to the 49-yard line of Iowa State. Good job breaking that first tackle by Martin. He picks up 4.
Yeah, the first tackler was being blocked, but he did a great job of forcing that play a little bit farther out. So once again, Iowa State did a pretty good job getting upfield.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 for the
2nd and 6, BYU. They're at the 49-yard line of Iowa State. 7-0 Cyclones. 13:08 to go first quarter. To receivers left. One right. Pistol formation. Bachmeier rolls to his left, looking to throw. He fires downfield, caught by Roberts inside the 30. Avoids a tackler at the 20. Cuts back inside the 10, and he's down at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for BYU.
Just a little play-action rollout to his left. He had the field stretched long, and then the deep cross by Roberts found an opening. The ball thrown right where it had to be. Trey Bell couldn't make the tackle, and Roberts taking it all the way down to the 4-yard line.
45-yard gain on the throw to Roberts. 1st and goal at the Iowa State 4. BYU trying to strike right back.
They were at the line of scrimmage with 12 players.
Split backs here. Bachmeier. Now there's the whistle. And we are going to have a flag, I think, or was there a timeout call? I think Kalani's
actually, I was wrong. The last guy who ran off the field was their 11th player. They only had 10 on the field.
Unless the timeout from Kalani Satake.
Yeah, and hence why there wasn't a penalty for having 12 men at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and, John Haycock describes it as 11-man football when Bachmeier is the quarterback / fullback, and that would have been 10-man football. So Satake gets the timeout. We'll take the timeout with him. We have 12:17 to go in the opening quarter at 7-0 Iowa State on the Cyclone Network from Blairfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
They're here. They're hungry. And they can't be stopped with ivermectin. Choose Safeguard when you deworm your cattle to take out resistant parasites like brown stomach worm, Couperia, Nematodyrus, and others. With Safeguard's efficacy, you can kill more resistant worms in your cattle, so you don't leave potential on the table. Consult your veterinarian for the diagnosis and treatment of parasitism. Then bite back at safeguardworks.com.
Cyclone fans, choose Chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose Chill even better. Coors Light is an official sponsor of Cyclone Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose Chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
There are a lot of inconsistencies when growing soybeans. The soil, the weather, the market. You need something you can count on, like Revitec fungicide from BASF. It consistently outyields other fungicides by up to 9.5 bushels per acre, consistently wins in on-farm head-to-head comparisons, and consistently makes for happy farmers. Revitech fungicide. Visit revxfields.com for full results. Always read and follow label directions. Yield data based on summary of 2019 through 2022 Revex field scale demonstration trials.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 12-17 to go in this opening quarter. 7-0 Iowa State, but BYU knocking out the door. It's first and goal from the 4. Let's take a look at our BASF Cyclones in the pros. And Eric, let's focus today on Brock Purdy.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brock out again this week for the 49ers, but what a career he's had getting to the NFC Championship game. His rookie season before an injury kind of took him out of that one. Take him to the Super Bowl the next year for a guy that we like to call around here Mr. Relevant.
That's today's BASF Cyclones in the pros. BASF helping farmers do the biggest job on earth. First and goal from the 4-yard line for BYU as they try to tie it up. The backs are split surrounding Bear Bachmeier, and Bachmeier hands to Martin, who tries the right side, breaks a tackle, and gets in for the touchdown. L.J. Martin, a 4-yard touchdown run, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and now BYU can tie it up with the extra point.
And just like that, 5 plays, 2.5 minutes, and we still have over 12 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And a couple of touchdowns, and what we knew, pretty sure was going to be a real defensive struggle.
Will Farron on to try the point after for the Cougars. Very dependable kicker, and he knocks it through, and we are tied at 7 with 12-13 to go in the opening quarter. Timeout on the field. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Fans, this is Coach Matt Campbell. A great football team wins by working together. As a financial cooperative, Greater Iowa Credit Union knows that coming together, we can achieve more. With their winning combination of competitive rates, local service, and a deep commitment to our community, Greater Iowa Credit Union is your financial MVP. Visit GICU.org or stop by your local GICU branch today. Greater Iowa Credit Union. Greater together.
Federally insured by the NCUA.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those? Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate. Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What if your daily work could impact your entire community? At Key Cooperative, we work side by side with people we know in towns we care about, helping farms, families, and businesses succeed. When you join Key, you're not just taking a job, you're choosing a career powered by purpose. Make every day matter. Apply today at keycoop.com/careers. Key Cooperative, where showing up means making a difference.
With their strength and versatility, there's almost no job John Deere compact utility tractors can't handle. With their powerful diesel engines and auto connect system, these tractors make your job easier. From mowing to hauling to snow removal, these machines do it all. And right now at Van Wall, you can get a John Deere 1023E for as little as $135 per month. Stop into your local Van Wall today or visit vanwall.com for more details.
Offer ends 11/2/2025. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield. First half, 12-13 to go. Opening quarter, 7-7. Iowa State and BYU, and now the Cougars will kick it off to the Cyclones again. Today's game is proudly presented by Premier Chevy Dealers. Thank you, Premier Chevy Dealers, for your support of Cyclone football. And Noah Wolf will be visiting with Premier Chevy Dealers at halftime. And back deep again for Iowa State, Zay Robinson and Aiden Flora.
And they switched positions.
They did.
This time.
Yeah.
It probably won't matter. That first kickoff, went over halfway through the end zone on the fly.
Farron approaches this one, hits this one high and short. This one is returnable, and it's Zay Robinson starting at the 3-yard line, but he did fair catch it. I didn't see that, but he did fair catch it. So Iowa State will start at the 25 with Rocco back to the offense. Rocco on the day, 1 for 1 for 75 yards and a touchdown. And here comes the second offensive play for the Cyclones. BYU struck right back with a 68-yard drive of their own.
Okay, so only 2 tight ends on that first play from scrimmage. How about 4 this time? And an empty backfield.
For now. And now Townsend joins back in the backfield. And there's the snap and a pitch to Townsend on the left side, and he's tripped up. And no gain, maybe even a loss of a yard on the play. That play made by Jack Kelly, the terrific linebacker for BYU.
Well, Townsend's such an electric player. They want to find different ways to get him the football.
And the Cyclones go quickly. It is 2nd down and 10. Backed out of the shotgun. Quick throw left. It is caught. And that will be about a 12-yard gain. And on the catch was Cooper Alexander, his 2nd catch of the season. And he picks up 11.
The Cyclones stayed with the 4 wideouts. Now they have Sowell and Eskelson in.
So first down for Iowa State at their own 36-yard line. Pistol formation. Sama, the running back, lined up behind Becht. Iowa State has 1 rushing attempt so far today, and that was by Townsend. And now Sama will try it off the left side, and he bursts through and picks up about 8. Got to the 44-yard line. Nice run by Abu Sama.
You know, sometimes we thought he tries to stretch the play out too many times. I tell you what, he's really learned to set up his blockers and then make that one cut.
Jet tempo, handoff Sama off the right side, bounces it out, and trying to break tackles, brought down, and a loss on the play of a yard.
Yeah,
back to the 43-yard line.
Speaking of that might have been one to cut up a little bit earlier to maybe try to get that first down, try to pop it outside and lost a yard.
Sets up 3rd and 3 from the 43. Cyclones going with some quick tempo to start this game. And now Sama is out of there. Aiden Flores in. He is lined up wide left. And all alone in the backfield for now is Rocco Becht. It is 3rd down and 3 from the 43. Becht from the shotgun. There's the snap. He looks. He fires to the right side. It is caught. That's another catch for the Cyclone tight ends. This time Burkle. And a Cyclone first down.
It really did a great job of putting touch, getting it over the linebacker and in front of the safety.
15 yards on the catch for Burkle and a Cyclone first down. They'll go quickly again at the 42-yard line of BYU. Becht from the shotgun. Looks left. Fires that way. And it is a catch made. And a good catch by Chase Sowell. Had to go to his knees to do it, but he picks up 9.
Well, they weren't going to get burned deep that time. Just Sowell does a great job driving straight down the field and breaks off the route.
9-yard pickup, 2nd down, and now here come multiple tight ends again. It'll be 2nd down and 1 from the 33-yard line of BYU. A 7-7 game, 9:41 to go in this opening quarter. Iowa State now huddling, which they haven't done much of. And here's Becht under center, backs in the eye. He will fake a handoff to Sama, look to throw, fires left, caught. Cyclone first down, back to the tight ends again. This time it's Tyler Moore to the 21-yard line of BYU.
How about this? We're not 5 minutes in, or just over 5 minutes into the game, and 3 tight ends have caught the ball. And none of them have been by Benjamin Bramer.
Moore with a gain of 12 and a Cyclone first down to the 21-yard line of BYU. They break the huddle. And here's Rocco in the shotgun. Multiple tight ends again. They're bunched together to the right side. Sowell wide right. Now all the tight ends shift over to the left side. Becht from the shotgun. He's got Sama lined up next to him. He'll give it to Sama. And he bounces it out to the left side, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and gets to the 18-yard line. He picked up 3.
Once again, good job following his blockers, not getting ahead of the pace, and then kind of pushing him forward to take what was maybe a 1-yard gain into a 3.
Viliami Oruha made the stop for BYU. It is 2nd down and 7 in the Case IH red zone at the 18-yard line of the Cougars. 7-7 game, 8:25 to go opening quarter. Under center back, Carson Hansen, the running back. And and Sama's in there with him. And they fake an end around, and now Beck has to get rid of it. Hansen bobbles it. It's almost picked off. And it goes incomplete, and that's fortunate for Iowa State. Evan Johnson had the coverage on Hansen.
Yeah, and Isaiah Glasker coming on a blitz. 6'5", 240 pounds. They had two guys right in the face of Rocco. He had to throw that before he wanted to.
It's now 3rd and 7 in the Case IH red zone at the 18-yard line. The one thing that's a factor here, you do have your kicker, Kyle Cunhardy. If you need to kick the field goal, but let's see what the Cyclones can do here on 3rd and 7, first of all. Beck from the shotgun. He's all alone in the backfield. Got 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Tight down now joins him. Here's Beck looking to throw it, firing right side. Has Floor, and he overthrew him. Beck did not make a good throw. Floor was open. It might have been a touchdown if he was able to put it on the money.
Well, they had to loft it over the defenders who had undercut the route and just put too much air under it.
So Conradi will come on to try an all-state good hands field goal. And it will be a 36-yard attempt for the young man from Dubuque from the left hash mark. Kyle Conradi, 7 of 9 on field goals this season, attempting a 36-yarder from the left hash. Pulled by Perkins, kick on the way, and it is good. Conradi hits from 36, and the Cyclones regain the lead at 10-7 with 8:05 to go in the opening quarter. And we'll have a timeout here. We'll get you the scoring drive recap when we return. 8:05 to go in the first. 10-7 Iowa State on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, Mid-American Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACTA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa State Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's about being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa State Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 8:05 to go first quarter, 10-7 Iowa State. And the scoring drive recap is presented by Quick Star. Looking for your next quick meal? Quick Star has you covered with freshly prepared fried chicken options. Order ahead today with the Quick Rewards app. Iowa State 11 plays, 57 yards over 4:08. Kyle Conradi caps it with a 36-yard field goal, and it is 10-7 in favor of Iowa State. And with that good kick, the good hands at Allstate will contribute to the Iowa State Athletics Scholarship Fund for student athletes across all sports. Thank you, Allstate. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. Cody Hagan is the deep man for BYU as Chase Smith tees it up and prepares to kick off. Aiden Flora was coming in as if to hold for him, but I think the ball will stay on the tee and Smith will be able to put it away on his own.
Cyclones got it down to about, the 10-yard line last time?
Here's Smith approaching the football. He hits a high end over end kick. This will be taken by Hagan at the 9. He's on the right side of the field across the 20, 25, a flag down as he gets pummeled at the 27-yard line. What a hit that time.
A great coverage.
Was that Van Dinter again? Or who was? Oh, Chet Andrews with a big hit on special teams for Iowa State. Nice job, Chet. The pride of Huntley,
During the
Illinois.
return, holding, receiving team number 91, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So that'll back BYU up inside their own 20-yard line. They will start at the 17.
100 years ago, one seed changed everything. Pioneer is proud to be the one you count on when every bushel counts. Plant the 100th season of Pioneer.
Let's see if the Cyclone defense can make the first stop of this game. Each team has scored on each possession. It is 10-7 Iowa State. 8:01 to go first quarter. Bachmeier out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. And he fakes a handoff to Martin. Here comes the rush. He's hit. Will McLaughlin got the sack. Back at the 8-yard line, maybe the 9. Will McLaughlin flying in there to make the sack.
He had enough time to throw it, but he didn't have anyone open right away. Great call by John Haycock. Brought pressure from the linebacker. McLaughlin got to the quarterback.
A loss of 8. And now it'll be second down at 18 from the 9-yard line for BYU. Boy, what a welcome sight to see some pressure on the quarterback. Just the 9th sack of the season for Iowa State. This crowd in that student section right by Bachmeier getting loud. He takes the snap, and now a flag comes out. Free snap. And that's where that loud crowd can make a difference with the freshman quarterback.
They're right down in front of the student section.
Yep.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, half the distance to the goal. Remains first down.
They put it just inside the 5-yard line.
Second down.
I mean, you've put yourself in a great position now. So important that you don't let them dig themselves out of this hole.
Second down and 23 from the 4-yard line. BYU breaks the huddle. Bachmeier standing right at his goal line, awaiting the snap. And they move early again. It'll be another false start on BYU.
Yeah, and not only it was not a good snap, the ball bobbling and running around in the end zone. I have to think they're going to run Bear Bachmeier on this next one.
Offense number 11. Half the distance to the goal. Remains second down.
You think it was loud before that snap? Wait till you hear what it sounds like before this one as they put the ball at the 2-yard line. And now it's second down to 25 from the 2. Listen to this crowd. Two receivers left. Bachmeier standing in the end zone awaiting a shotgun snap. There it is. Here comes some pressure. He'll take off. And he spins to the 5, and there he's hit by Bacon and brought down. It's a 3-yard run, but Bacon makes the stop, and it'll be third and long for BYU.
I think he wanted to throw that initially, not a quarterback draw. But once again, Iowa State took away the early option and forced his hand. And this is what we talk about. Make Bear Bachmeier play quarterback. We've seen how well he can throw the football, but not necessarily in obvious passing situations.
Third down and 22 from the 5-yard line. An electric Jack Trice Stadium crowd. Tayshaun James trying to get everybody positioned. Here's Bachmeier handing it off on an end around to Kingston. He's across the 10 and run out of bounds at about the 15-yard line, maybe the 17, but it'll be a punt situation for BYU.
Well, defense got the sack started. The crowd got a couple of false starts, and now Iowa State makes the play they have to make. And Cyclones have not had a punt return for really quite some time, and they have Aiden Flora back.
Well, he averages 58.5 yards a punt return.
Only 2.
Sam Vanderhaar is the 28-year-old Australian punter for BYU. There's the snap. Vanderhaar hits it. And it is a fair catch signal by Flory. He makes it at the 40-yard line. It's a good field position for Iowa State, starting at their own 40. And we'll have a timeout here. 5:24 to go in the opening quarter. 10-7 Iowa State on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Spot less. Introducing the cleanup for tar spot, gray leaf spot, southern rust, and more. Novel next generation Adastrio fungicide broadens your spectrum and strengthens your residual when it comes to foliar disease control in corn. Visit your FMC retailer or at astrio.ag.fmc.com to clean up this season. Follow 2EE for tar spot management in corn. Valid until 1/31/28. Always read and follow all label directions.
Hello, sports fans. This is Bruce Goldman, and I own Jethro's Barbecue. Have you been to my Jethro's in Ames? This is the largest sports bar in the Big 12 Conference, bigger than anything in Texas. I have party rooms there that seat up to 300 for weddings and reunions and the Cyclone football team. That's right, the entire Cyclone team pigs out on my famous slow smoked wings, my baby back ribs, my tender juicy brisket, and my smoky pulled pork. These are big boys, and they never go home hungry at Jethro's Barbecue. Come and see me and the Cyclones at Jethro's Barbecue in Ames.
Your premier Chevy dealers, home to the #1 selling brand in Iowa for the past 10 years, and proud sponsors of Iowa State Cyclones football. From game day to getaway, powerful trucks like Silverado and versatile SUVs like Equinox are ready for all the adventure ahead. Get a closer look and find a dealer near you at MoreIowans.DriveChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility, February 2014 to January 2025. New vehicle retail registrations in the state of Iowa.
What you do today matters tomorrow. At Key Cooperative, everything we do is powered by purpose, supporting farmers, families, and communities. Work here means more than clocking in. It's about making a difference. From agronomy to accounting, every role helps move our communities forward. Find purpose in what you do each day. Apply now at keycoop.com/careers. Key Cooperative, careers powered by purpose.
The Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield first half, 5:24 to go first quarter, 10-7 Iowa State. Let's get down to Ryan Harklaw for the Farm Credit Services sideline report. Hark?
Well, everything we thought of the game was rushing was going to be important, and we have 17 points and 26 yards of total rushing, and so kind of missed that in the pregame show myself, but right, what an electric start here from this team, but right there the fans played a big part, and that is the difference between playing on the road and being home, because it was loud down here, and it without a doubt made an impact on that drive for BYU.
2 false starts, yeah, 2 false starts for the Cougars.
You know, you talk about running, you say, well, yeah, everybody wants to run it, but I think the focal point of the defenses was to stop the run. So the defenses have done their part in terms of stopping the run. But boy, the pass game has been pretty good.
It's early.
If you think either one of these teams is going to give up on the run,
right. Here's Rocco back to the Cyclone offense, starting at their own 40-yard line, operating left to right in front of us from the press box. Becht has Carson Hansen with him in the backfield. Offset to his left. Rocco takes the snap, looks to throw. He fires left. It is caught, and that's Alexander again. Cooper Alexander, the young man from Washington, Oklahoma, with his second catch. It's a 6-yard gain to the 46.
Again, he's lined up kind of in the slot, just circles out. Eskelson on the wideout on that side, drives the defender back.
2nd down and 4 from the 46. Back from the shotgun, 3 receivers right. And Rocco shifts Carson Hansen over a little bit closer to him. And then a direct snap to Hansen off the left side. He goes, he bounces it outside. 50, 45, 40, and run out of bounds by Tanner Wall at the 38-yard line. But it's a terrific run, 16 yards for Carson Hansen.
Yeah, got a nice seal block on the outside that time, and great job by Sama popping it to the outside, but it was with a big tight end out there with the block.
And now they'll fake the handoff to Hansen, and Becht wants to throw. Now takes off and runs, and he'll get about 2 yards to the 36-yard line before he was run out of bounds by Jack Kelly.
Yeah, wanted to hit a quick slant. They jumped the route, and He had no time to go to option number 2 because the pressure was coming. Good decision by Rocco. He either could have thrown it away, which was going to be hard to do with somebody in his face.
Second down and 8 at the 36.
The time the pressure coming from Max Alford.
4:05 to go in this opening quarter. 10-7 Iowa State. Their second down and 8 from the 36-yard line of BYU. Out of the shotgun, Becht. They bring Eli Green in motion, and now Becht looks to throw it. Fires to the right side. It is caught, and that's Carson Brown to the 30-yard line. Brown, a couple yards shy of a first down. Evan Johnson ran him out, but it's a gain of 6.
It's again Rocco on point. He had the one errant throw, but he has been sharp today. 6 of 8 for 128 yards, and we still have over 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Third down and 2 from the 30-yard line of BYU. Iowa State gets multiple tight ends back into the game. Rostop's in there as the fullback. He's lined up in an eye with Hansen. Under center Becht. He'll hand to Hansen off the left side. Running behind Tyler Moore. He gets the first down. Got to the 27. Thought he might bust it. He was close, but he does move the chains before Max Alford got him down.
Yeah, Alford just got over and got him. Otherwise, he's going to hit his head on the goalpost.
No doubt. So now it is 1st and 10, Iowa State at the 27-yard line, and they are establishing that ground game on this possession. 2:52 to go in the first, and the Cyclones a 10-7 lead. 1st and 10 at the 27, Becht from the shotgun. Going multiple tight ends again. And Becht will hand it off. A little counter play to the right side. Hansen, 25-20. And a cut to the 15. And he's run out of bounds. It'll be first down at the 14 in the Case IH red zone as Hansen picks up 13 yards.
Terrific job. Everything going left. Counter back to the right. And once again, a nice block on the edge against Alford that time by Tyler Moore.
1st and 10 at the 14. Becht from the shotgun. Gives to Hansen off the left side. Good cut. Inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A 7-yard run for Hansen. And the stop made by Clegg, but Iowa State moving the ball efficiently on the ground.
And it's, you know what, it's so great to have Kyle Conradi back. Let's make sure it's an extra point, not a field goal once you're down here in this situation.
7-yard line.
Second down and 3 from the 7. And we have seen multiple tight ends more in this game. I think 13 personnel again here. And Hansen lined up behind Becht, who's under center. And it is a quick handoff to Hansen off the right side. Gets inside the 5, spins down to the 2. It'll be 1st and goal, Iowa State, a 5-yard run for Hansen.
You know, we saw Iowa State's run game really come alive a week ago, even without Carson Hansen. Abu had a big day, and Abu's been good today, but number one trait so far, offensive line has been really good, that and the tight ends.
Iowa State leading at 10-7 and threatening again. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line of BYU. 1:14 to go in the opening quarter. Out of the shotgun back. Offset to his left is Hansen. Rocco will give it to Hansen. Up the middle. Touchdown! Carson Hansen runs it in for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And he carried it 4 straight times to close out that drive.
What a terrific drive. Just, first of all, great job by the defense to get field position established and then just take it right down the field. Don't have to worry a lot about third down conversions. I think, one on that drive, 3rd and short, offense just in control. Rocco Becht in command of this offense and just executing to an extent they have not executed as well the last couple of weeks.
Kyle Conradi on to try the point after. Out of the Tyler Perkins hole, Drew Clausen will snap it to him. Snap and hold are good. So is the kick. And it's 17-7 Iowa State with a minute to go in the opening quarter. And that Cyclone touchdown is brought to you by Producers Livestock. Good for another $300 donated to the Iowa FFA. Producers Livestock is proud to support the Iowa Future Farmers of America and Iowa State football. And the scoring drive recap is presented by Quick Start. Looking for your next quick meal? Quick Star has you covered with freshly prepared fried chicken options. Order ahead today with the Quick Rewards app. What do we have, Eric?
9 plays, 60 yards, 4 minutes, and 24 seconds. So Cyclones getting it done through the air and on the ground.
And let's go down to Ryan Harkla to prove him right about that ground game. Ryan with a Farm Credit Services sideline report. Hark, looking good on the ground there.
That's what we're looking for. Obviously, defensively, we're off to a great start, keeping them 16 yards rushing. They're going to come back hard at it right now. But again, what a good sign, and great to have Carson Hansen back in the backfield.
Boy, is it ever. 17-7 Iowa State. Chase Smith to kick it off. And he hits an end-over-end short kick. It is going to be taken about the 7-yard line by Hagan, right side of the field, across the 20, and brought down to the 25.
So that's a really good job by Chase Smith. He got to the 7. May not sound great, but he had height. As we have a little skirmish down there.
Nothing to write home about. And BYU will start at the 25.
But the coverage unit just did a great job. I mean, the kick inside the 10. That you hold them to just outside the 25-yard line. Great coverage. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows that quality coverage takes a great team. And with a Wellmark individual and family health plan, you can choose from thousands of in-network providers. Score great coverage and find the right plan for you at wellmark.com/covered.
Drew Surgis gets a look here. Will McLaughlin again out there at that linebacker spot alongside Ebel and Bacon. Wills played well, got a sack early.
Zamir Hawk, Elijah Carnell.
Line of scrimmage to the 26, 1st and 10 BYU. And a quick handoff goes to Martin off the right side. He's tripped up. They got about 2, but a good job by the Cyclone defense. Might have got 3 to the 29. But good undercut tackle made by Iowa State that time.
Yeah, once again, trying a little misdirection. Yeah, what we haven't seen is a lot of quarterback run, quarterback power.
That was Hawk that made the stop for Iowa State. And now it'll be 2nd down and 7 for BYU. We approach the end of the opening quarter. 17-7 Iowa State. Bachmeier hands to Martin. Tries the right side. Got a pretty good block. And he's run out of bounds by Trey Bell, but not before he picked up about 4 more. They're going to mark it at the 32-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down coming up.
That's probably going to be the last play of the first quarter, as they're going to let the clock run out.
A good first quarter for Iowa State. They lead BYU 17-7 as we go to the second on the Cyclone Network from Blairfield.
Hear that? Those are Pioneer brand soybean and cornfields, the #1 seed brand in the U.S., ready to harvest. The combine reaps and separates row after row of innovative genetics. Soybeans fall into bins and bounce off the tin with unbeatable yields. Pioneer corn and soybean seed is the #1 brand in the U.S. This is what it sounds like to plant #1. Learn more at pioneer.com/topcrop.
As the world's largest family-owned manufacturer of grain storage, drying, and handling equipment, Sukup Manufacturing Co. has led the way in innovation, offering top-notch products that empower farmers to thrive. Get ready to tackle your agricultural challenges with Sukup, where innovation meets reliability. Visit Sukup.com to find your dealer today. That's SUKUP.com.
When you're a member of the Iowa Farm Bureau, you're a part of a unique organization. 153,000 families dedicated to your prosperity. From ag marketing seminars and legislative action to affordable health care, student scholarships, and more. Farm Bureau's mission is to help our members prosper. Contact your local Farm Bureau and join today.
Every great season starts with a strong foundation, and for farmers, that foundation is healthy soil. There's a movement in agriculture that goes deeper than sustainability. At Holganics, we call it thrivability. It's about restoring life to the soil with over 800 species of microbes, helping farmers grow healthier crops, increase yields, and build stronger, more profitable farms. Thriving farms, thriving families, thriving communities. Together, we're growing a future where everyone wins. Join the revolution with Holganics. Learn more at Holganics.com.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. To the second quarter we go at 17-7 Iowa State. And Noah Wolf has a little note for us on the early action.
Thank you, John. Yeah, that first touchdown by Brett Eskilson, you mentioned it's the longest play of the Cyclones from scrimmage this season. It's also the second fastest touchdown in program history, coming just 9 seconds into the game. Only Tom Vaughn's 87-yard kick return in 1962 against Kansas State was a faster score.
Well, I have to say this about Tom Vaughn. He was a friend of mine. Obviously, he played way before I was here. But if it took less than 9 seconds for him to go 87 yards, I'm not buying it. I love Tom.
Rocco Becht in that first quarter, 7 of 9, 134 yards and a touchdown. And Carson Hansen, 6 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown. Iowa State really sharp offensively, and now the defense has a chance to do its thing because it's 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah,
for BYU.
Opportunity to potentially get off the field. BYU has been fairly aggressive on 4th down. I don't know that we're at that spot in the game, obviously depending on what they do here on 3rd.
192 yards of offense for the Cyclones in that first quarter.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's kind of reverse Cincinnati.
Don't fumble on safety. Always remember to call 811 before you dig to prevent hitting underground gas lines. Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for natural gas safety tips.
Iowa State with McDonough, Isiagu, and Orange in for this 3rd down play.
3rd down and 4 for BYU from its own 32-yard line. They trail 17-7. Bear Bachmeier, the freshman quarterback, stands in the shotgun. He's got 1 receiver right, 3 to the left. Bachmeier rolling left, plants his foot, fires that way. It's caught by Kingston. Good throw. He fumbled the football, but it's picked up by BYU. They blow it dead, I believe.
Yeah.
Roberts scooped it up as it took a fortuitous bounce, but they're going to mark it.
Yeah, right where he fumbled, because his knee was down after.
Okay. All right. So they're marking at the 44.
He might have got a half a yard extra, but not too far off.
All right. And it is 1st and 10. BYU, good throw by Bachmeier. They needed it. 17-7, Cyclones in front. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Bachmeier from the shotgun. Fake handoff. Looks to throw. Now pressured. He fumbled the football, but scoops it back up. Looks to throw. Dumps it out. Just throws it away. And lives to see another down. But pressure was coming from Cooper Ebel.
Yeah, he just reached in. That time they flushed him. Cooper got a hand in there, and, well, they couldn't bring him down. Just able to reach in, strip the football away, and took a nice bounce for Bachmeier.
Oh, that was Tamatoa McDonough that stripped it. And then Ebel got the quarterback hurry after that. But McDonough, effective. He gets a fumble forced. 2nd down and 10. Quick option play to the right side. Bachmeier trying to keep it and almost corralled a flag down. And he's down at the 46-yard line.
Just a really nice job. They tried to run the option. They took away the pitch man. And when Bachmeier turned it up, they were there. And where he's so good at cutting back, Iowa State maintained pressure.
Holding. Number 75. 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
That's Andrew Gentry, the right tackle with the hold, and it backs up BYU. He was holding McDonough, who's been very effective here today. Trey Verdon is into the game. And now Marcus Neal gets back in there for Surgis. It'll be 2nd down and 20 from the 34-yard line for BYU. They trail 17-7. We're 1 minute into the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 receivers to each side of the formation. Bachmeier in the shotgun. And he looks left, now runs it. And up the middle he goes. He's hit. And McDonough got some help. And they get him down at the 39-yard line. 38 is where they'll mark it. Good defense by the team.
And right now, how many yards was that? 4 yards?
Maybe 4, yeah.
So Bachmeier, 3 carries for 1 yard, minus 1 yard. And on the other hand, he's thrown it 3 out of 4 for 71. So
3rd and 16 from the 38. And this Jack Trice Stadium crowd is going to make some noise again. Bachmeyer, 2 receivers right, 2 left. He's in the shotgun. Will the Cyclones blitz? They send 5. Bachmeyer fires, deflected and caught by Carson Ryan. He is tripped up, though, well short of the first down. At the 47-yard line, Ebel was over there along with Neal, and it will be 4th down for BYU.
Yeah, once again, almost a TFL, but just a good job in the secondary. Defense with 2 really good possessions in a row against this really terrific BYU offense. But they have not been able to run the quarterback. They haven't tried running the quarterback that much.
Vanderhart punted away for BYU. Line of scrimmage, their own 48. Aiden Flora back deep for Iowa State. Rugby-style kick. Flora will try to return this one. He starts at the 9, angles to his right, and gets to the 20. An 11-yard return for Aiden Flora. Nice job. And Iowa State will start at the 20-yard line with a 17-7 lead.
Just a little bit risky, but you know what? You take a guy like Flora who has big game ability.
We've got a flag on the far end of the field. I didn't see it come down during the play.
I don't know. So was Iowa State lined up offside, or illegal formation is usually the call when that flag is thrown at that spot?
Right at the line of scrimmage, pretty much. They're asking Matt Campbell whether he wants to accept the penalty or deny it.
That's a good sign.
Yes.
Illegal formation, 5 players in the backfield, kicking team. That 5-yard penalty will be out at the dead ball spot. First down, Iowa State.
So they'll start from the 25. First, we'll have a timeout. 12:18 to go in this second quarter. Well,
maybe we will.
I think we're going to. They've got the lights turned on. Yeah, I think they've taken the break.
Okay.
So we will take it with them. 12:18 to go second quarter, 17-7. Cyclones on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Cyclone game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with a service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country. Cyclone Nation, this one's for you. Back Pocket Brewing is proud to bring you Cyclone Power, our officially licensed Iowa State craft beer. Cyclone Power Blonde Ale is brewed for tailgates, touchdowns, and every proud moment in between. Whether you're marching to Jack Trice or cheering from your couch, Cyclone Power is your game day go-to. Get yours before they're gone, because legends, like seasons, don't last forever. Cyclone Power, brewed by Back Pocket, made for Cyclone Nation.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hey there, Iowa. Ready to hit the road with fuel as dependable as our farmers? Choosing biodiesel, made right here in Iowa from our own soybeans, supports our local farmers and helps keep our air clean. From farms to freeways, choosing better, cleaner now biodiesel fuels progress while preserving our environment. Drive with purpose. Drive with biodiesel. Visit iasoybeans.com to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association and powered by the Soybean Checkoff.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield first half, 12:18 to go. Second quarter, 17-7 Iowa State. Get in the red zone. The red zone with Case IH. Cyclone fans, you're dedicated to your team, and at Case IH, we're dedicated to designing every tractor, every tool, every piece of equipment with your land management goals in mind. Plant, haul, dig, mow, harvest, move earth, and get the job done day after day, long after the last play. What are you waiting for? Visit your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/cyclones, where your home field and huge success await. Go Cyclones. Iowa State starts at its own 25-yard line, operating right to left in the second quarter and leading 17-7. Pistol formation for Beck with Sama. He'll hand it to Abu off the left side. Great cut! 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and run out of bounds in BYU territory at the 47. What a cut by Sama. And he picks up 28.
Yeah, Sadawali saves the touchdown, but just the ability of Sama to be patient, read, then stick that foot in the ground and go.
Man, Iowa State is racking up the rushing yards now as Abu goes for 28 there. And it's 1st and 10 Cyclones at the 47 of BYU. Beck from the shotgun.
Look for a shot to Sowell.
Here's Beck looking to throw it. And it is a shot for Bremer, and a one-hand catch! All the way to the 23-yard line of BYU goes Benjamin Bremer, who reached up the left hand and hauled it in.
And right between two defenders, that ball, I didn't think there was any chance he could make that play, but 6'7". Wow. 23 yards, 1st and 10, Iowa State at the 24. Beck looking to throw it. He fires right, intercepted, and on the return, they'll be run out of bounds at the 27-yard line. They dropped a man into coverage, and he made the pick as Rocco never saw him, I think. Well, not only that, Rocco didn't see the receiver because there was a miscommunication.
That was their defensive end, Latui, who was down there in coverage. They dropped him back in coverage, and he got the interception.
Wow. Yeah, that would have, I just don't, that has to be miscommunication between Rocco and Sowell. Yeah. I think it was it Sowell down there? And Sowell kept going into the end zone, and Rocco obviously did not think that was going to be the case.
Timeout here, 11:10 to go, second quarter. BYU will take over, trailing 17-7 on the Cyclone Network from Littlefield. What's better than spending your Saturday at Jack Trice? Getting the VIP experience at a Cyclone game from the Iowa Lottery. Enter any Mega Millions ticket in the VIP club for a chance to win 2 sweet tickets to the Arizona State game, a meet and greet with Cyclone athletes, merchandise, and spending money. That's as good as game day gets. See rules and enter your Mega Millions tickets by October 20th at ialottery.com/VIP. Woohoo!
Propane is the official fuel of Iowa State tailgating, providing your family a safe and reliable heat source. Propane is also the renewable choice for your backyard barbecues, mowers, home heating, livestock heat, crop drying, and more. To learn more about propane's safety and versatility, visit iapropane.org or contact your local propane provider for all your propane needs. This message provided by the Iowa Propane Education and Research Council.
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
In Iowa, tailgating isn't just about the game, it's about the food. And nothing brings fans together like pork raised right here by Iowa's pig farmers. From thick, juicy chops and ribs to brats and bacon-wrapped favorites, Iowa pork is always fresh, flavorful, and perfect for the grill. So this fall, fuel your tailgate with pork that's nutritious, delicious, and proudly raised by Iowa farmers. Iowa pork, it's the true taste of game day. Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 11:10 to go, second quarter, 17-7 Iowa State. But Rocco Beck throws the interception, his 4th of the season.
That's a tough one too, because Iowa State looking to go up, 3 scores in this game.
Latui got the pick for BYU, and now they have it at their own 27.
Cyclones with 244 yards of offense, as you mentioned. 11 minutes to play here in the first half. But now can you get the stop? Iowa State has stopped the Cougars twice in a row.
Well, and they've flirted with turnovers. Maybe Iowa State can turn them over. They start at the 27. Bachmeier in the shotgun. He will hand it off, and tripped up was Rex, and that was Will McLaughlin making the play again. No gain on the play. He's been really good.
Great job knifing in and making that tackle. Got him low. got him to the ground against a really good running back.
So no gain on the play on the carry by Rex, the converted safety. And now he stays in the backfield with Bachmeier. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Bachmeier in the shotgun. It's 2nd and 10. Bachmeier looking to throw it. Here comes a rush. He gets rid of it, incomplete. Trying to go to Kingston, and he had company because Dominique Orange had read the play.
What a beautiful play. And that's one of the reasons pro scouts love Dominique Orange. It's that athletic ability. It's that size. But the intelligence to read the middle screen. Everybody's coming through. He stays back.
Now 3rd and 10 for BYU. So Iowa State turns it over, but now their defense trying to get the ball right back. Trey Verdon is in there. 3rd down and 10 for the Cougars from the 27. Bachmeier from the shotgun. He looks to throw. Here comes a rush. Bachmeier fires deep over the middle. Caught by Kingston. And he's loose across the 40. And run out of bounds by Marcus Neal inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Cougars.
That they've hit some big plays over the middle. And so again, Iowa State did not get to Bachmeier. And just a post route.
45 yards on the catch for Kingston.
And Bachmeier, we said in the pregame, make him play quarterback. And he's playing quarterback really well.
Oh boy, that got this crowd quieted quickly. 10:06 to go.
Between 2 of the last 4 plays.
17-7 Iowa State. 1st and 10 BYU. They fake an end around, and now Bachmeier dumps it off. Oh, and a monster hit by Dom Orange as Carson Ryan tried to catch the pass, and he met a freight train.
Yeah.
Wow. Dom Orange letting Carson Ryan be aware of his presence.
Yeah, once again.
2nd and 10 from the 28.
Making plays from that middle spot.
Bachmeier in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. 2nd down and 10 from the Iowa State 28. Bachmeier with pressure coming. Sacked! Will McLaughlin again! What a game he's having! Wow!
John Haycock dials up the pressure.
Will's coming off now, kind of favoring that right arm. But man, as he played lights out, it's a sack back to the 32, a loss of 4. And now it'll be 3rd down and 13. They'll call it from the 31. 3rd down and 13 from the 31. Here we go.
And Klosterman in to replace McLaughlin.
Bachmeier in the shotgun. Boy, this crowd getting loud again.
Play clock running down.
It's down to 2. They're going to have to use a timeout. Kalani Sitaki has to get the timeout. 9:07 to go.
Second charge, timeout. BYU.
There's an energy about this Cyclone team today that you just love. They are playing with a purpose. Timeout, and they're going to make it a full here, so we'll take it with them. 9:07 to go, 2nd quarter. It's 17-7 Iowa State on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Hello, sports fans. This is Bruce Goldman, and I own Jethro's Barbecue. Have you been to my Jethro's in Ames? This is the largest sports bar in the Big 12 Conference, bigger than anything in Texas. I have party rooms there that seat up to 300 for weddings and reunions and the Cyclone football team. That's right, the entire Cyclone team pigs out on my famous slow smoked wings, my baby back ribs, my tender juicy brisket, and my smoky pulled pork. These are big boys, and they never go home hungry at Jethro's Barbecue. Come and see me and the Cyclones at Jethro's Barbecue in Ames.
Dear weekend, Toyota trucks are raring to go. Gearing up for fall, Tundra is all in for hauling. Going off the beaten path? Tacoma says, let's ride. Both trucks pack sweet tech, posh cabins, and Toyota's legendary reliability, so you can make every weekend epic. Find yours at Toyota.com. And now, save bucks on trucks all month long. Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, shit. Yeah. To the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. First half, 9:07 to go in the 2nd quarter. It's a 17-7 Iowa State lead. It is 3rd down and 13 coming up for BYU. Let's get down to Ryan Harklaw for the Farm Credit Services sideline report, maybe with some injury news for both teams.
Yeah, right now, they actually just took Will McLaughlin into the tent right now, and he's had such a big game and made a big impact in this game so far. Then also, the BYU running back, Martin, has been walked off the field without his pads on as well.
Okay, Martin, the leading rusher in the Big 12 Conference. McLaughlin already a couple sacks in this game, so those are big losses for each team.
No question, but Bachmeier with a big 3rd down conversion a little bit ago to start this, get this drive going. And now he's faced with another 3rd down, but boy, Iowa State defense has given up a couple of big plays in this game. Early one to Chase Roberts that got him 1st and goal, and then that second throw to Kingston that he almost broke it all the way. Those are 2 plays in the game that really got their offense going. But other than that, Iowa State's defense has been really solid. Big possession down right here.
3rd down and 13 from the 31-yard line of Iowa State. Bear Bachmeier has split backs out there with him. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. Bachmeier looks, a rush coming. He delivers right, incomplete, trying to go to Kingston. Good coverage by Jamison Patton, but more importantly, pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, he just didn't have time. And I think that's one thing about the true freshman, Bear Bachmeier, is he's not going to be a guy who can get to 2nd and 3rd reads. I mean, he's a guy, when that first read's there, he's been great at delivering it, but I don't think he gets down his progressions at this stage of his career as well as I'm sure he will later.
Iowa State sent 6 that time, and now a 50-yard field goal try by Will Farron from just inside the left hash mark. There's the snap, the hold, the kick on the way by Farron, end over end, and it is good. A 50-yarder for Farron.
And another 10 yards on that one easy.
17-10 Iowa State with 8:59 to go in this second quarter.
3 points off the turnover as that drive just took couple minutes, 2 minutes and about 15 seconds. When the weather cools down, don't let cattle parasites ramp up. Deworm with Safeguard this fall and set the foundation for a strong spring. To learn more, visit safeguardcattle.com. Safeguard, another way Merck Animal Health works.
It's been a fun game. BYU now back within 7. It's 17-10 Cyclones, 8:59 to go in the first half.
So 2 kickoffs today for Farron.
Number 13 for Iowa State is now wearing number 1.
And he had 1 in the end zone. Now kicking more into the wind. It's kind of side, but somewhat into it. Iowa State fair caught the second one. Let's see if they try to go for a return.
Zay Robinson, the freshman, standing at the goal line. Aiden Flora up around the 3-yard line. And Will Farron will kick it off for BYU with the lead at 7 for Iowa State. Farron hits a little pooch kick up short. It's going to bounce at about the 20, and Robinson picks it up at the 16 and tries to advance it, gets hit hard and brought down to the 20-yard line. Boy, he took a shot up around the head. But that kick strategy worked well for BYU, and the Cyclones will start at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, kicked it along the sideline, right by the numbers, and Iowa State didn't have anybody wide enough. A lot of times you'll fair catch that ball. But just a good job by Robinson, the true freshman, to come up and know, hey, I got to cover this. I've got to get something out of it.
Iowa State's offense has been really good. They've got 244 yards of offense. And now they start at the 20-yard line, operating right to left here in the second quarter in front of us with a 17-10 lead. Beck has Hansen with him in the backfield. Rocco from the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 20. Fakes the handoff, looks to throw. Here comes a rush. Got rid of it to Hansen. And he spins for about 3 to the 23-yard line. The stop made by Evan Johnson, a good tackle. But Hansen gets 3 on the catch from Beck.
And Logan Latui came in, got the pressure, got the hit on Rocco Beck and forced him to get rid of the ball.
Boy, what a nice safety valve, though, Carson Hansen has turned into on those situations where Rocco knows he has to get rid of it.
Sure hands.
Yep.
In the right spot.
I mean, you get a positive play out of it, 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 7 for Iowa State from the 23. Beck from the shotgun. He will give it to Hansen off the right side. Pretty good blocking in front of him, and he moves the pile forward for a first down. Across the 30, a gain of 8 for Hansen. Boy, he's been good.
He has been really good. Iowa State up over 90 yards rushing here in the first half.
Carson Hansen's done the bulk of it, although Abu's had a couple of good runs, too.
Well, Hansen with 46, Abu, make that 54 now, Abu with 38.
Yeah, they've been a good 1-2 punch, just like you hope. 1st and 10, Iowa State from its own 31. 7:40 to go, second quarter, 17-10, Iowa State. Rocco back from the shotgun. He'll give it to Hansen again. Up the middle he goes, meets some resistance, got about a yard to the 32-yard line. Steady diet of Carson Hansen here. Tamapoa made the stop for BYU.
Cyclone Football is brought to you by Farm Credit Services of America. We work for the future of agriculture and those who want to be part of it. Farm Credit Services of America. Agriculture works here.
Chase Sowell will line up wide right. Eskelson to the left. It is 2nd down and 9 from the 32. Beck from the shotgun. Rocco looks to throw it here. Has time, delivers, caught by Burkle, and he tries to make a man miss. He's brought down at the 38. Good tackle made by Kelly. A 6-yard catch, though, for Burkle.
Yeah, Jack Kelly, really good linebacker that time. Makes a tackle that a lot of people aren't able to make, but a very sure tackler. And now a big possession down.
Yep, 3rd down and 3 from the 38-yard line.
The Cyclones want to keep Tyler Perkins unemployed for this game, the punter.
3rd down and 3 at the 38. Beck from the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Rocco looks to his left, now back over the middle. Caught by Burkle, and another first down for Iowa State. Kelly made the stop, but not before he got to the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 on the catch by Burkle.
Just a nice little dig routes right down the field, turn, get uncovered, and Rocco uses his eyes, looks away the defender, looks to the outside, and then completes it right over the middle.
1st down and 10, Iowa State. They're at their own 47-yard line with a 7-point lead and 5:49 to go in the first half. Pistol formation, Sama back in there. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Rocco hands it off to Sama, tries the left side. Good cut, 50, 45, hurdled a man, and went to the 40. Lost the football, though.
He was down.
He was down. They're going to mark him down at the 39. And it was a great run by Abu Sama.
Yeah, they're saying the ground caused the fumble, but you got to be careful in that hurdling.
Yeah, it's about a 15-yard run there for Sama, I think. Nice job by Abu to move the chains.
14 officially.
Okay. 1st and 10, Iowa State at the 39-yard line of BYU. Trying to add to a 7-point lead with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Back from the shotgun, 3 receivers right. Hansen offset to his right. They might direct snap this to Hansen. They do. And off the left side he goes. Carson Hansen, stiff arm, got inside the 35 to the 34. So now a 5-yard run for Hansen. They shifted over back and then snapped it directly to Carson Hansen. So it'll be 2nd and 5. Iowa State from the 34-yard line of the Cougars. And they're chewing clock here in this second quarter.
That play calling has been really masterful here, using formations, using tight ends. Obviously hitting a bomb to start the game.
290 yards of offense so far for Iowa State here in the first half. Cooper Alexander's back in there. Here's a 2nd down and 5. Play clock to 7 and a timeout called by Iowa State. It was taking a little while to get things figured out, so we'll take the timeout. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Iowa State Cyclones.
Rocco, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to toss it down, but if you've got something to say, go for it.
Just Rocco Beck, 11 to 14, 176 yards, a touchdown. Does have the 1 pick. He's been good. Iowa State has rushed 16 times for 114 yards here in the first half.
Let's get down to Ryan Harkloff with the Farm Credit Services Sideline Report. Hark, you got to like what you're seeing from the Cyclone offense today.
Yeah, what I like the most is the depth of the offense, the running back, the tight end, and the wide receiver room all working together. And anytime you get an offense working that way where all levels are playing at the level they are right now, it makes it really hard on the defense. And again, getting those tight ends involved in the passing games, helping with the running game, and then to start the game with that throw to Brett Eskelson, obviously set this entire day up basically on how they're going to attack this defense. So you got to really excited right now with what's going on at all levels of this offense.
BYU gives up 293 yards of offense per game. And Iowa State with 290 here in the first half.
Second down and 5 from the 34-yard line of BYU. Pistol formation with Hansen the running back, and Becht will give it to him off the left side. Great cut across the 30 to the 26, a Cyclone first down. It's an 8-yard run for Hansen, and he's running like a man possessed.
Yeah, Jim Boniface, Trevor Bohr, James Neal, those guys just doing a terrific job.
Yeah, that offensive line has dominated BYU up front, and Iowa State, Hansen just having himself a half here. It is first and 10 at the 26-yard line of BYU. Becht from the shotgun. Bramer goes in motion. 3 tight ends for Iowa State. Handoff, Hansen, quick cut to the right, and he's able to fight forward for about 2. Got to the 24-yard line, where he was stopped by Max Alford. But man, a steady diet of Carson Hansen here. As the Cyclones chew clock, we're down to 3:24 to go.
Yeah, so Iowa State's already taken 5 minutes on this drive. And BYU now with only 1 timeout remaining. So Iowa State.
4 tight ends for Iowa State, along with Townsend. Becht all alone in the backfield. There's the snap. Rocco delivers. It's caught by Townsend, and he's to the 16-yard line. Close to another first down, maybe a half-yard shy. An 8-yard catch for Hansen.
Yeah, really close.
Or for Townsend, and that's Satuala on the stop.
But now we're 2:45 to play in the first half. A lot of time on the play clock. Iowa State won't have to snap it till 2:20 or so remaining.
Cyclones are back in the Case IH red zone, brought to you by the team on top at Case IH. We've got a timeout here. I think they're going to take a look at the spot.
The runner was short of the line to gain. The previous play is under review.
All right, so let's take a look.
You know what? If nothing else, that runs X more time off the clock. I mean, about 20 seconds went off the clock, or about 25 seconds actually ran off the clock from the time
it looked like he had enough for the first down. Looking at the replay up on the video board, sure looked like he had gotten where he needed to get.
And you also see there was 3 minutes to go. Now there's 2:31 and not a play.
Right.
And Iowa State wouldn't have to run the next play until 2:06 to go on the clock. So Cyclones can squeeze them a little bit. BYU's going to get the second half kickoff. So if Iowa State could run out this clock in the first half, or give BYU very little time and only 1 timeout remaining, that would be enormous in this game.
307 yards of offense for Iowa State in this first half.
Yeah, and BYU gives up 293. Except today. The Iowa Farm Bureau celebrating generations of Iowans who rise with purpose, lead with heart, and inspire us all to be farm
on the field of the runner being short of the line to gain is upheld. It'll be third down.
Okay, so it'll be 3rd and inches. Go ahead.
That was it.
Okay. All right, so 3rd and inches coming up for Iowa State. The ball is just outside the 16-yard line of BYU. And that Cyclone offensive line, which has been doing such a great job today, will try to get a push here again. And it'll be Becht from under center with backs in the eye. Tyler Moore is in there as a fullback, and Carson Hansen the running back.
And Iowa State needs to take time here.
Becht will pitch it to Hansen. Right side run. Got the first down and more. Across the 10 to the 5. And he's run out of bounds at the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Iowa State. Carson Hansen for 14.
And what a day for Carson Hansen. Last week, we had Abu Sama get his first 100-yard rushing game of the season.
They're going to go quickly here. It's 1st and goal at the 3. And they might just try to draw him off and take it down to the 2-minute timeout. They will. Take it down to the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout.
So Iowa State will have 1st and goal at the 3 when play resumes. We can pause here for 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. 17-10 Iowa State. It feels like Iowa State could be leading by even more. They're up by a touchdown, trying to add to it here. 2 minutes to go in the half. Let's get down to Ryan Harklaw for the Farm Credit Services sideline report. And Hark, the offense has 321 yards. They've outgained BYU 321 to 149. That's what I mean by what feels like it could be an even wider margin.
It really could have been. The drive before this ended up in a turnover was going just as well as this was. And again, that just gives you hope throughout the day that we have them on their heels. And when you're multi-dimensional, it just makes it so hard on a defense. You don't know if run's coming at you or a seam pass to the tight ends. And again, we've done a really nice job mixing the play calling up. Coach Mauser's on to a good start today.
How many guys have touched the ball, Eric, as far as skill guys for Iowa State?
Well, you've had 4 tight ends make catches. Burkle, Alexander, Bramer, and Moore. Eskelson with just 1 catch, but it was a big one. Sowell with 1, Townsend with 1, Carson Brown with 1, Carson Hansen with 1. Wow. So Rocco has really shared the sugar here in this first half. Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Well, check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Let's get a scoreboard update with Noah Wolf.
Thank you, John. A few Big 12 games in action right now, and one that's already completed. K-State blows out Kansas at KU 42-17, the final score in their 17th straight Sunflower Showdown win for the Wildcats. And a couple of 2-touchdown leads elsewhere in the Big 12 right now. 21st ranked Cincinnati at home leads Baylor 14-0. 14th ranked Texas Tech at home against Oklahoma State with a 13-0 lead. And I'll give you an Iowa State volleyball update as well. Colorado took the first 2 sets, and the Cyclones are at number 24, Colorado. Cyclones won set 3, and they are in a battle in set 4, currently trailing 20-19, trying to force a 5th. John?
Coming off a win at Arizona.
At home against Arizona.
Home against Arizona on, Thursday night?
Yeah, great win.
Cyclone volleyball having a really good season. And Chris Johnson Lynch has done a terrific job with that program. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 17-10 Iowa State.
And you mentioned Chris Bono going into the Hall of Fame, and they had wrestle-offs this morning. Final wrestle-offs tomorrow. That was kind of the prelim this morning. So
it's going to be an exciting season for Iowa State wrestling. All right, here we go. First and goal at the 3-yard line. Hansen has touched the ball on just about every play on this possession. I mean, Sama had a run of 14. Burkle had a catch. Townsend had a catch. It is first and goal from the 3. And here's a direct snap to Hansen. He runs it off the left side. And is he in or not? I thought he was.
He's way in.
It's close.
He's in.
He is in for the touchdown. Carson Hansen with his second rushing touchdown of the day. And his 4th of the season.
And Iowa State just about equaled the number of direct snaps they'd had in the first 7 games here today, and they have been successful.
What a drive for the Cyclones, and now Kyle Conradi on to try the point after as Iowa State builds on that lead. And that touchdown is brought to you by Producers Livestock. It's good for another $300 donated to the Iowa FFA. Producers Livestock is proud to support Iowa Future Farmers of America and Iowa State football.
This play not quite under review yet, but they're hanging on for the unofficial review before they allow the extra point attempt.
And
we're good.
All good. Just what we wanted. And now the point after try from Kyle Conradi with 1:52 to go in this opening half. Out of the Perkins hold. The kick is good. And it is 24-7 Iowa State as they have racked up 324 yards of total offense. 24-10, I should say. Iowa State in front. Cyclones by 2 touchdowns. The Cyclone scoring drive is presented by Quick Star. Looking for your next quick meal? Quick Star has you covered with freshly prepared fried chicken options. Order ahead today with the Quick Rewards app.
12 plays, 80 yards, and 7 minutes and 2 seconds. I could have taken another minute and it would have been okay too, but that's a terrific drive.
Yeah, it is. 80-yard drive, and Carson Hansen did most of the damage on that possession.
Carson Hansen, 13 carries, 87 yards. Abu Sama, 5 carries, 52. Can't go wrong picking either one of those guys. And that, which speaks to the blocking of the offensive line and the tight ends have done a terrific job today.
Great job, no doubt.
They've sealed that edge several times.
Chase Smith to kick it off for Iowa State. And BYU has enough time to go get some points on the board. Smith hits a high kick, and it'll be taken by Hagan at the 12-yard line, and he angles left across the 25, bounces it out across the 35 now, and finally run out of bounds near the 40 by Van Dinter. But man,
that's just
good return by Hagan.
That has
They're
been
mark it at the 40.
That has been a bit of an Achilles for Iowa State, is just the short kickoffs. Especially you're kicking off the teams that are really good at returning, and BYU is certainly one of those. So a shorter field for Bear Bachmeier and the Cougars, but an opportunity for the Iowa State defense to make a statement before half.
1:45 to go in the half. 24-10 Cyclones. Bachmeier from the shotgun. Looks left, now right. Rolls out that way, dumps it off in the flat, and is caught, and it's a short gain for the running back to the 41-yard line as they throw it that time to Enoch Nahawini. And he got a 1-yard gain.
It does stop the clock. Iowa State doing a good job of covering in the back end, but also covering the check down.
1:39 to play in the half. Second down and 9. BYU from its own 41. Bachmeier from the shotgun. He looks left. Here comes the rush. He gets rid of it. It's caught. And that is Nahawini outside to the 46-yard line. He picked up about 5. And it'll be 3rd and 4 coming up.
Big down here for the Cougars and for the Iowa State defense. An opportunity. Can you get a hand on a ball? Can you deflect a pass?
And if Iowa State can get a stop, they'd have time to go back and get some more
Cyclones
points.
with 2 timeouts remaining.
The way their offense has been clicking, boy. So 3rd down and 4 from the 46. Bachmeier stands in the shotgun, communicating with Chase Roberts, who splits out wide left. Now comes in motion. Bachmeier takes the snap, looks, rolls right, now throws on the run. It is caught by Kingston. That'll be a 1st down inside the 40 of Iowa State to the 39.
Yeah, just had action going to the left and a rollout by Bear Bachmeier to his strong side.
And a 15-yard gain.
Just a nice little square out route by a really good receiver in Kingston.
1:28 to go in the half. 1st down and 10. BYU at the 39-yard line of Iowa State. Bachmeier hasn't turned it over yet. He stands in the shotgun. Looks to his left. Here comes some pressure. He gets rid of it. Right side. Caught. Good catch. Made along the sideline by his brother, Tiger Bachmeier. So it's Bear to Tiger for 17.
Bachmeier has really thrown the ball well here in the first half. Iowa State got some pressure, and he stood right up into it.
And they're going to go quickly at the 22-yard line. 1:19 to go in the half. Bear Bachmeier keeps it and runs it right side, inside the 20, inside the 15, keeps the pile moving to the 14. And he's hit hard and brought down there, but he picked up about 8 yards on that run.
And clock ticking down, under a minute to play here. Still plenty of time for BYU now because of the success they've had. They have 1 timeout remaining.
2nd down and 2 from the 14-yard line. Bachmeier from the shotgun. He rolls right, looks, now throws on the run, deflected and incomplete. I think Giziagu might have been the one to get a hand on it, and it goes incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 44 seconds to play in the half.
And the receiver had run out of bounds and come back in, so he would have been ineligible anyway.
3rd down and 2 from the 14.
44 seconds. They can still run the football here, for sure.
Pistol formation. Bachmeier awaits the snap. He's got 2 receivers right, 1 left. And he looks to throw. He fires to the right side. Caught by Henson. Lost the football, but I don't think it's a catch. It's an incomplete pass, but it'll be 4th down. And I would expect to see the field goal unit here for BYU. We'll see.
I wouldn't.
Well, I don't know. Maybe not. They are down by 2 touchdowns, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. Good job by Quentin Taylor knocking that ball loose from Hansen. Well, they are going to go for it.
This is a defining play. It can be. Not
4th
saying
and
it
2.
will, but if Iowa State gets the stop.
4th and 2 from the 14 with 39 seconds. A timeout called by Matt Campbell.
Wow, Matt showing some great 40 speed down the sideline to get that timeout.
And that's about what he ran, about 40 yards exactly to get that timeout call. And
I don't know that his quickness is still there, but the top end's pretty good.
Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides homegrown, clean-burning, unleaded 88 for our vehicles. Pump it up with unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more. What an entertaining first half this has been. 24-10, Iowa State in front. 39 seconds to go, and a 4th and 2 coming up from the 14-yard line.
And the other thing, BYU could try to draw Iowa State off and then end up kicking a field goal, but I don't see any way they're going to do that. They're going to put it in Bear Bachmeier's hands, of course.
John Klosterman is in there. McLaughlin left with an injury. He was playing some great football. Unfortunately, he has not returned. So it's Klosterman out there along with Bacon and Ebel. Drew Surgis is on the back end replacing Marcus Neal. And it'll be 4th down and 2 from the 14-yard line. Here they come. Bachmeier stands in the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. He looks to the right, now runs to the left. Bachmeier trying to get to the marker. He does. Klosterman brings him down, but it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line with 32 seconds to go. A 7-yard run for Bachmeier.
They're going to clock it on 1st down.
Yeah, they do, just with 29 seconds now.
Well, what that does, it saves their timeout and lets them get organized. Everything in their playbook is still available. They can still run the football. They're a great running team. Now, without L.J. Martin, that changes things a little bit. But Bachmeier, a terrific runner, and he's been a good decision maker here today.
2nd down and goal from the 7-yard line. 29 seconds to go. 24-10 Iowa State as we approach halftime. Dominic Orange has played a lot of snaps. And he's lined up over center. Here is Bachmeier out of the shotgun, and a flag comes out before the play. We have a false start, and that's the 3rd today down in that part of the field.
They're right down in front of the student section.
Offense number 2. 5-yard penalty.
Chase Roberts called for it. And now that backs him up to the 12-yard line.
Well, that changes things a little bit now. Once again, that RPO with Bachmeier. I mean, giving him the ability to throw the football and the backup ability for him, if it's not there, to get something positive on the ground.
Bachmeier from the shotgun. Looks to throw. He's got time. He fires over the middle. It is caught for a touchdown. Kingston able to haul it in. Caleb Bacon tried to leap up and knock it down, but Bachmeier feathered it over the top of Bacon's hand and into the hands of Kingston for the 12-yard touchdown.
Yeah, he was wide open, and I tell you what a signature drive for BYU in this game.
It starts with that kickoff return to the 40.
No question, and they say that has been an Achilles heel for Iowa State. You lose some of the momentum when you give up a big kick return.
Point after try coming up for Farron. It's good, and it's 24-17. Buckle up. Iowa State, a 7-point lead with 25 seconds to go. Now the question is, how aggressive does Iowa State get in this last 25 seconds?
Well, let's see what happens on the kickoff first. Right. Last time they kind of hit a little 3/4 wedge down, kind of pooched it, and Iowa State didn't field it cleanly. Got started at 12. Actually, ended up starting at the 25. But can Iowa State get a big return from Zafe?
Number 21 for BYU is now number 91.
You're right, though, boy. A big drive for BYU, 60 yards there, and then they get the touchdown.
Well, and they get the ball to start the second half. So,
yep.
Iowa State scored too soon on that last drive.
Number 13 for Iowa State is now wearing number 1.
So it is Zay Robinson and Aiden Flora back deep for Iowa State.
BYU Will Barrett, 80 receiving cyclones for number 13.
25 seconds remaining in the half, each team with one timeout. Iowa State leads at 24-17. Farron approaches the ball, hits a short end-over-end kick. Robinson fair catches it. And so Iowa State will start at the 25.
It preserves all the time.
You see how this first play goes. I know one thing.
Yeah, Iowa State with just
Iowa State has a lot of faith in Rocco Becht.
They do, as well they should. Rocco, 12 of 15 for 183 here in the first half. Let's see how deep BYU deploys their safeties.
Not too deep.
Now Tanner Wall. Sadawala will drop back. They'll have 2 around the 40-yard line, I suspect.
First and 10 from the 25. Now they do drop back, you're right. And there's backed off play action, looking to throw. He's sacked. Brought down to the 18-yard line. As they came off the edge, it was Anisi Purcell that got the sack, and that will dictate the end of the half.
Well, I'm going to have him early here.
And we will get down to our halftime interview with Ryan Harklow with Coach Matt Campbell, brought to you by Authority Edge Herbicide from FMC. Mark, take it when you're ready.
All right, Coach, good half of football right there coming back. Complimentary football, offensively and defensively. What do you need to see here at the end, into the second half?
Boy, we got to be better finishers. You know, too bad we had our great opportunity to finish the half strong. We didn't do it. We're going to have to do it for 4 quarters against these guys.
All right, Coach, go get them.
All right, thanks very much, Hark. The Coach Campbell interview is brought to you by Authority Edge Herbicide from FMC. The first name and last word in weed control is Authority Edge Herbicide. What a first half it was. Iowa State leading BYU 24-17 at the break. And Noah Wolf will return with the Hogemeyer Hybrids halftime report in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Football from Learfield.
At Hogemeyer, our pride is homegrown. We are right here to serve these families and fields. Right here to fight through storms and surprises. Right here with smarter agronomics, better yield performance, and world-class corn and soybean products, backed by Corteva Agriscience. We'll always be loyal and local, so you, our neighbor, always get the right seed. Learn more at golocal.therightseed.com.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those? Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What does commitment mean? To protect what's important, to invest in the future. It means providing peace of mind. It's what reliable people do. It's what local banks do. Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are proud to be trusted partners in building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
Both home and away, cyclones are making a difference everywhere they go. Through innovation, commitment, and a can-do spirit, Iowa State is uplifting lives in our state and around the globe. When you support students, you're helping send their cyclone knowledge and pride out into the world. Be part of something bigger. Together, we can help the people and programs of Iowa State University go farther. Join us at ProveWhatMatters.com.
On the Cyclone Sports Network. From Learfield, this has been the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield first half. You're listening to the Hogemeyer Hybrids halftime report. Hogemeyer, the right seed for Cyclone Nation.
At start the half at Mid-American Energy Field at Jack Trice Stadium. It's the Cyclones 24, number 11, BYU 17. The Cougars will receive the kickoff to open the second half. This is the Hogemeyer Hybrids halftime report. Hogemeyer, the right seed for Cyclone Nation. I'm Noah Wolf. Pleasure to have you with us at halftime. And we're joined by Tony Mills, representing the Premier Chevy dealers. Tony, thanks for joining us once again on the Cyclone Radio Network.
Yeah, thanks, Noah. Great to be here.
So we obviously love to have Premier Chevy dealers as a partner with Cyclone Athletics. You've got over a 10-year partnership with Iowa State and Cyclone Sports, and you're sponsoring the homecoming game today.
Yeah, it's kind of a pinnacle game for us, so we've sponsored it for a lot of years. Do the rally towels for the student section, and yeah, we're great to be here. We've got 18 dealers in the Premier Chevy group, and we're represented by a lot of them here today.
What's new with the Premier Chevy dealers?
Yeah, so we've continued to grow. We've continued to add new dealers. This month, we've got Truck Month going on, so anybody that's in need for a Silverado, we've got great deals, a lot of inventory on the ground, and ready to help.
Yeah, and that's good. I know it was hard, especially during COVID, to get inventory to the dealerships, but now I'm driving past car dealerships, and it's back to what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, we've got some inventory on the ground, and we're ready to help you out. So.
Well, you've got to visit moreiowensdrivechevy.com. That'll help you locate your nearest Premier Chevy dealer and to support the Chevy Cares mission, which is another thing that we're talking about today. You've got the Real Men Wear Pink ambassadors from the local Chevy dealerships.
Yeah, so this is a great program. We started a few years ago. We've got a lot of great guys throughout the dealerships raising money. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so a lot of the money going back. And Chevrolet has done this and raised over $15 million in the years that they've done it. So we're just happy to be part of it and be able to give back during the month of October.
Yeah, a partnership that's been over 10 years, but I like that ratio. Just about 10 years, $15 million. That's quite a bit of money you're able to raise.
Yeah, so a lot of great going on in the dealerships. A lot of giving back this month. And yeah, the guys were here today showing off in their pink and giving money back.
Absolutely. Well, Tony Mills, it's a pleasure to talk to you as always. Again, that's moreiowensdrivechevy.com, or just stop by your local Premier Chevy dealership.
Yeah, find us and we'll take care of you.
All right, Tony Mills representing the Premier Chevy dealers. Thanks so much for your time today.
All right, thanks, guys.
Halftime at Mid-American Energy Field at Jack Trice Stadium. It's the Cyclones 24, BYU 17. Back with more of the Hogemeyer Hybrids halftime report when we return to the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Tournament Club of Iowa, designed by golf legend Arnold Palmer. TCI is his only signature course in the state. TCI is a public course that offers a challenging yet enticing experience for golfers of all levels. Cap off your round with breathtaking views and a delicious meal at the TCI Bar and Grill. Come check out TCI's About Golf Simulators, now open to the public. Looking for a unique setting for your wedding, party, or outing? Look no further than TCI. Visit tcofiowa.com to book your tee time today.
Mary Greeley wants you for our award-winning team. We provide outstanding patient care throughout Central Iowa, and we're looking for a variety of healthcare professionals, including nurses and patient care techs. We also have part-time jobs for students, competitive salaries, great benefits, and an unbeatable workplace culture. Learn more about your opportunities at mgmc.org/careers.
Your Premier Chevy dealers, home to the #1 selling brand in Iowa for the past 10 years, and proud sponsors of Iowa State Cyclones football. From game day to getaway, powerful trucks like Silverado and versatile SUVs like Equinox are ready for all the adventure ahead. Get a closer look and find a dealer near you at moreiowensdrivechevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility, February 2014 to January 2025. New vehicle retail registrations in the state of Iowa.
Glacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Cyclone Athletics around Jack Trice Stadium, Hilton Coliseum, and the Stark Performance Center. Glacier Graphics and Signs helps you build your brand through the use of high-impact graphics, signage, and video displays designed specifically to tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Glacier Graphics and Signs, the preferred graphics and signage provider of Iowa State Athletics. Visit them online at glacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Iowa State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university. Live from the Learfield Network Studios, this is the College Scoreboard.
At the half, Iowa State 24, BYU 16. I'm Danielle Brower. Today's scores around the country are brought to you by participating Iowa Kubota dealers. From zero-turn mowers to premium cab tractors and rugged utility vehicles, your Iowa Kubota dealership is the place for friendly, knowledgeable service. Around the conference, Kansas State showed up as Avery Johnson threw 231 yards, accounting for 4 touchdowns.
Avery Johnson is in the pistol. He shifts from the near side to the far side to Avery's right. Johnson wants to throw. He's trying to hit the home run, and he's got Chase down the sideline. Chase Brown will score. Touchdown, Kansas State. He beat Austin Alexander. Oh, my.
Wyatt Thompson on the call for K-State. K-State beats Kansas 42-17 for the 17th straight Sunflower Showdown. Number 14, Texas Tech 21, Oklahoma State scoreless in Lubbock. 21st ranked Cincinnati 17, Baylor 0. Next game to commence in the Big 12, TCU at West Virginia. Kick set for 5 p.m., followed by Houston at 24th ranked Arizona State. Then Utah versus Colorado at 9:15. Top 25, number 10 Vanderbilt and number 15 Missouri tied at 3 in halftime. Nail-biter in Columbia, number 4 Alabama leads South Carolina 14-6 as they head into halftime. The Mississippi State Bulldogs are trailing the number 22 Longhorns 10-7. And Washington taking the lead over number 23 Illinois 21-17. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
At Hogemeyer, our pride is homegrown. We are right here to serve these families and fields. Right here to fight through storms and surprises. Right here with smarter agronomics, better yield performance, and world-class corn and soybean products. Backed by Corteva Agriscience. We'll always be loyal and local. So you, our neighbor, always get the right seed. Learn more at golocals.therightseed.com.
Farm Credit Services of America, Iowa's pork producers, Iowa egg farmers, and E4 Crop Intelligence have partnered with Iowa State Athletics to sack hunger for the 2025 football season. Each quarterback sacked by the Cyclones this season yields another donation to the Iowa Food Bank Association. In reality, 1 in 7 children suffer from hunger. But with the help from Farm Credit Services, the Iowa Pork Producers Association, Iowa egg farmers, and E4 Crop Intelligence, each sack donates $1,100, 200 pounds of pork, and 200 dozen eggs to help sack hunger in Iowa.
Preparation is the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Cyclones on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pre-game routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Cyclone Pride, powered locally.
Whether you're cheering for the Cyclones or caring for your land, we know you're all in all season long. And Case IH compact and utility tractors are all in too. Mowing, digging, hauling, our equipment designed to meet the needs of America's farm fields makes caring for your home field easier. Your Case IH dealer can show you how our equipment can make this season a winning one. Case IH, built by farmers.
Welcome back inside the Hogemeyer Hybrids halftime report. Hogemeyer, the right seed for Cyclone Nation. At the end of the first half, it's Iowa State 24, BYU 17. Cyclones had a couple of missed opportunities in that first half. A late interception on an otherwise very promising drive by Iowa State prevented more points on the board, and then allowing BYU to score on the final drive of the first half. But in general, a very, very good first half for the Cyclones. And let's hear some of those highlights. It's our Hogemeyer Hybrids halftime highlights.
Cyclones operating left to right here in the first quarter. Beck to throw it. Looks deep. Has Eskelsen. Over the shoulder catch. 20, 10, touchdown. First play of the game. Beck 75 yards to Eskelsen. Kyle Conrady, 7 of 9 on field goals this season. Attempting a 36-yarder from the left hash. Pulled by Perkins. Kick on the way. And it is good. Conradi hits from 36. And the Cyclones regain the lead at 10-7 with 8:05 to go in the opening quarter. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left side. And he fakes a handoff to Mart. Here comes a rush. He's hit. Will McLaughlin got the sack. Back at the 8-yard line, maybe the 9. And Rocco shifts Carson Hansen over a little bit closer to him. And then a direct snap to Hansen off the left side. He goes, he bounces it outside. 50, 45, 40, and run out of bounds by Tanner Wall at the 38-yard line. Rocco will give it to Hansen up the middle. Touchdown! Carson Hansen runs it in for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Pistol formation for Beck with Sama. He'll hand it to Abu off the left side. Great cut! 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and run out of bounds in BYU territory at the 47. Here's Beck looking to throw it, and it is a shot for Bramer, and a one-hand catch! All the way to the 23-yard line of BYU goes Benjamin Bramer, who reached up the left hand and hauled it in. Second down and 10 from the Iowa State 28. Bachmeier with pressure coming, sacked! Will McLaughlin again! What a game he's having! First and goal from the 3. And here's a direct snap to Hansen. He runs it off the left side. And is he in or not? I thought he was.
He's way in.
It's close.
He's in.
He is in for the touchdown. Carson Hansen with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day.
Those were our Hogemeyer Hybrids halftime highlights. Hogemeyer, the right seed for Cyclone Nation. And let's shout out our nationwide agency of the game, Green State Insurance. Agent Lynn McKinney represents Green State Insurance for their standout work and enjoyed a VIP field experience today along with a custom Cyclone jersey. That's our nationwide agency of the game, Green State Insurance. Well, let's get you some of our halftime stats as well, as it's Iowa State 24-17 over BYU at the half. Cyclones outgained BYU 318-214, 135-38 the rushing advantage for Iowa State, 183-176 the advantage in the passing game. Carson Hansen leading all rushers with 87 yards. Abu Sama with 53. Rocco Becht is 12 of 15 for 183 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown on the first play of the game, a 75-yard strike to Brett Eskelsen. And then 2 rushing touchdowns for Carson Hansen are the 3 scores for Iowa State. But Bear Bachmeier has been very good on the other side for BYU. 10 of 16 for 176 yards and a touchdown, as BYU is without their leading rusher, L.J. Martin. Fox reports that he is out for the rest of the game. And so BYU has to go without the Big 12's leading rusher and go to other people on the ground. But Bachmeier is getting it done through the air. At the end of the first half, it's Iowa State 24, BYU 17. That wraps up the Hogemeyer Hybrids halftime report. Join us next when John Walters, Eric Heft, and Ryan Harklaw bring you the second half. BYU receives the second half opening kick when we return to the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
At Hogemeyer, our pride is homegrown. We are right here to serve these families and fields. Right here to fight through storms and surprises. Right here with smarter agronomics, better yield performance, and world-class corn and soybean products, backed by Corteva Agriscience. We'll always be loyal and local, so you, our neighbor, always get the right seed. Learn more at golocal.therightseed.com.
Cyclone fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official sponsor of Cyclone Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Cyclone fans, here's a way to support our athletes that taste pretty great too. We Will Pizza is fresh, local, and every bite helps Cyclone athletes chase their dreams. And the best part, you can grab one at every Hy-Vee in the state of Iowa. So next time you're hungry, pick up a pizza, share with family and friends, and know you're making a real impact. We Will Pizza. Eat good, do good, support the Cyclones.
On the Cyclone Sports Network. From Learfield, you've been listening to the Hogermeyer Hybrids Halftime Report. Stay tuned for the second half coverage presented by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Also brought to you in part by Farm Credit Services of America. Agriculture works here. Agri-Finance Advisors. Manage your farm finances using our innovative AgWizard financial software. Visit agrifinance.com to start your free trial. Sukup Manufacturing. From our team to your field, Sukup is your grain storage and handling solution. Merck Animal Health, proud sponsor of Iowa State football. Iowa Farm Bureau, standing with the farm-strong families who grow your food and fuel our future. Join us at iowafarmbureau.org. Also brought to you by Calcium Products 98G Pelletized Limestone, the most effective and consistent product to correct and maintain soil pH. Iowa Kubota Dealers. Visit cyclones.com/Kubota Dealers for a participating Kubota dealer nearest to you. The Iowa Bankers Association. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all. Find your local bank at iowabankers.com. Pioneer, proud to be the one you count on when every bushel counts since 1926. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa State Cyclones with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark for coverage you can count on. Find your plan at wellmark.com. Now let's join John Walters for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield second half.
All right, Iowa State with a 7-point lead as we approach the beginning of the second half here in Ames. Highly entertaining first half. It's okay to keep the entertainment value, but let's keep the lead.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you have the lead through the end of the game, it's all good, you know.
Right.
But yeah, that was just a monster drive by BYU. Once again, set up by a short kickoff and a nice return out to the 40-yard line to create a short field when BYU only had one timeout remaining. On the other hand, Bear Bachmeier and Rocco Beck have both played really well. Rocco had the one miscue with the interception, but those guys, and Iowa State has run the football. BYU has not. L.J. Martin out, the leading rusher in the Big 12.
Chase Smith to kick it off for Iowa State. Hits a low sidewinding kick. It'll bounce and go out of bounds. Boy, the kickoffs have been brutal for Iowa State. And, boy, a little extra pushing and shoving after the
Free
whistle.
kick out of bounds. Kicking team. The receiving team is elected to take the ball at the 35-yard line.
Cade Madsen pleading his case for a flag, but didn't get one. But they will start at the 35-yard line after the kickoff out of bounds.
Yeah, Will McLaughlin with 2 sacks in the first half. Then he went to the locker room. We saw John Closter, but now Carson Willick out there for Iowa State. I don't think he played in the first half.
I don't recall seeing him. And Nasera, the linebacker for BYU, hasn't played since the opening series of the game. So both teams dealing with some injuries. Obviously, O.J. Martin, a big one for BYU. It is 1st and 10. They're going to hand off on an end around to Kingston. He tries the left side, tripped up. Good play by Jamison Patton, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, they like to get the ball to Kingston, and why wouldn't you? He's a playmaker at that wide receiver spot. There's that handoff, a little misdirection as BYU came out and kind of tried to go quickly, if you will. Went up, lined up under center.
All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Cougars from their own 35. They operate right to left here in the 3rd quarter, trailing 24-17. Bachmeier from the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. And he looks to throw. Here comes some pressure. He dumps it off, incomplete. Trying to go to Preston Rex out of the backfield. It goes incomplete.
Yeah, they were looking for the big hit that time down the field.
And now on 3rd and 10, Trey Verdon gets in there for Iowa State.
Yeah, really, but a really nice job getting out there to even cover that check down. It would have been a couple of yards maybe.
3rd down and 10 from the 35.
Chase Roberts has been a money guy for him all year at that wide receiver spot.
Out of the shotgun, Bachmeier, everybody shifts over to the right. Bachmeier rolls that way. Now dumps it downfield, has a man caught. Roberts, 1st down. BYU inside the 40-yard line of Iowa State to
really,
the 38.
You know, blown coverage that time. Iowa State only had 2 men out to that side of the field with 3 wide receivers. And they stretched it out. And had that ball been thrown right on the money, it might have been 6.
27 yards on a 3rd and 10 play and a 1st down for BYU. They're at the 38-yard line of Iowa State.
If you think the injuries to Iowa State secondary haven't been super important, man.
Bachmeier from the shotgun, 3-man rush. Bachmeier trying to throw it. Now fires left, and it is caught by Kingston, and he's run out of bounds at the 18-yard line. As he was waiting for that ball to arrive, Neal finally popped him, and they'll mark it at the 19, but it's 1st and 10 inside the 20 for BYU.
Bachmeier just really having quite a day today throwing the football. They have not been able to run it, but that time just so open on the sideline. I thought he might fair catch it.
I know, it felt like it. Just waiting for that ball to get there. 1st and 10. BYU at the 19-yard line, and Bachmeier fires a slant, incomplete, trying to go to Roberts. He was defended by Trey Bell.
Yeah, tried to show the option play and then the quick slant, but good coverage.
Now the defense has to rise up. Iowa State's going to bring in the freshman cornerback, Josh Patterson. First time he's played, I think, this season.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, out of the shotgun, Bachmeier, 2nd and 10 from the 19. Fake handoff, quick throw left. Caught by Roberts, run out of bounds by Tayshaun James at the 11, maybe the 12. The market at the 12, it's a 7-yard gain. And now it'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 12. Can the defense rise up and make a big play right here? 3rd down and 3 from the 12-yard line. Bachmeier in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Rex. He'll cut back and get to about the 8. I think he got enough for the 1st down. He did. Yeah. Rex picks up 4, and it's 1st and goal for BYU. Well, they mark it right at the 9. But it is enough for the 1st down.
You know, Iowa State has David Coffey in at a corner. He's replacing Quentin Taylor.
Patterson as well, staying in there.
Yeah, Patterson in for Jamison Patton.
1st and goal from the 9. Bachmeier, fake handoff, quick throw left, caught by Roberts, run out of bounds at the 5 by Tayshaun James. We'll mark it at the 6, so it's a gain of 3.
Yeah, try to run a little cross out there. Kingston blocking. But their best 2 receivers on the same side of the field. They've got it done again. Actually, 3 wideouts to the right side.
2nd down and goal from the 6. BYU down by 7. Bachmeyer hands it off. Left side run stopped. That was Preston Rex. He was brought down by Cooper Evil. And Bacon came in to help as well. It's a loss of a yard on the play.
Oh boy, what a big play coming up now from the 8-yard line. So Chase Roberts has been their guy along with Kingston.
3rd and goal from the 8.
Each of them have 5 catches on the day, one for 103, one for 96. So you got 2 guys, man, you have to cover.
3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Bachmeyer from the shotgun. Looks to throw. Fires over the middle. Broken up. Beautifully broken up in the end zone by Patterson. The freshman makes a big play. How about that?
Man, what a spot to come into. Didn't know if he was going to be a corner or a safety. He's playing corner right now, the freshman from Jacksonville, Florida.
And what a play he made to knock that ball loose and force a field goal attempt.
Yeah, it's hard to chase a man all the way across the field from the outside to the inside, and he was able to stay with him, get the hand, not interfere, knock it down.
27-yard field goal attempt just inside the left hash for Farron. Kick on the way, and it is good. But Iowa State keeps him out of the end zone and keeps the lead. 24-20. BYU trailing by 4 now. They put together a good drive to open the second half. 10:52 to go. And we're going to take the time out here in the 3rd quarter with the Cyclones up by 4 on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in. Like Kubota BX and L-Series compact tractors that get the job done right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
To experience the power of Kubota, visit your local Kubota dealer.
Hi, it's Andrew Hoiberg from Calcium Products. SO4 pelletized gypsum is the superior sulfur source that delivers the right amount of sulfur, perfectly matching plant needs for yield maximizing plant growth. SO4 consistently performs in trials, providing up to a 14 bushel increase on corn. Ask your agronomist about applying SO4 pelletized gypsum this fall and learn more at calciumproducts.com. Go Cyclones!
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, Mid-American Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
Hi, this is Coach Matt Campbell, and I know that it takes a strong team to create success on the field and on your livestock farm. The Coalition knows that growing your livestock farm today can be a real game changer for you, your family, and your neighbors. The Coalition can work beside you to develop a winning strategy. So add them to your lineup and get your team started today.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. 10:52 to go, 3rd quarter, 24-20. Iowa State leading BYU. They do hold the Cougars to a field goal, and a great play by the freshman corner Joshua Patterson, who Eric says did play a little bit actually against South Dakota. So this is his second performance of the season, but man, he made a big play in a pressure situation there, Josh Patterson.
You know, Cyclones. And also, we're also playing another freshman in David Coffey, a couple of guys in the back end just because of injuries and maybe somewhat performance as well.
Can't rule it out, as Bachmeyer has been really good throwing the football.
To be honest, either way, it's kind of a tough go because these 2 receivers for BYU, Roberts and Kingston, are really good.
Farron to kick it off for BYU. And they right back in this thing, down by 4.
Yeah, kicking this direction, he got one to the end zone, one was fair caught.
He hits it high and deep, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback, and Iowa State will start at the 25-yard line, and Rocco Becht will lead the offense out. Today's game is proudly presented by Premier Chevy Dealers. Thank you, Premier Chevy Dealers, for your support of Cyclone football. And compassionate help anytime, anywhere. Call or text 988. Abu Sama, the running back. Iowa State starts at the 25 with a 4-point lead. They operate left to right in front of us here in this third quarter, wearing their black uniforms with the white numerals. Rocco Becht out of the shotgun. And he'll look to throw it. Here comes some pressure. He's sacked. Sacked back at the 15-yard line. Flying in there was Viliami Buha, and he gets the sack.
Just no time to get rid of the ball as he was able to get inside James Neal.
The market at the 16, it's a loss of 9.
Iowa State has not seen Tyler Perkins today, the punter. They're going to have to do something outstanding here to continue that streak.
2nd and 19 from the 16. Rocco looks to throw it. Here comes some more pressure. Dumps it off. Caught by Burkle. 20, 25, and run out of bounds at the 27. So they got a big chunk of it back right there. They're going to mark it at the 26. There was a 10-yard catch for Burkle.
They got half of it. Really nice little tight end screen set up that time. It needed one more block. A really nice job by the defender back there, Jack Kelly, a great linebacker, to play off the block and make the play.
3rd and 9 from the 26-yard line. Back from the shotgun. He looks to throw as protection. Now it breaks down. He rolls to his left and runs with it, and he'll be stopped shy of the first down. Got to the 30, maybe the 31, but he's stopped well short of the first down.
And it will be the first Tyler Perkins sighting other than to hold for placements.
And he will punt it away to Kingston.
A really good return man.
As BYU has started to take momentum in this game.
The sack and the interception, the two biggest plays by BYU defense today.
Perkins hits the punt. It's a short one. It will bounce across the 40, take a cyclone bounce. Boy, it's going to turn out great. He didn't hit it that well, but it's going to roll all the way to the 20. So it ends up being a terrific punt for Perkins with no return. And BYU will start at the 21. 9:01 remaining in this third quarter. 24-20. Iowa State leading. We take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Hello, Cyclone fans. This is Coach Matt Campbell. A great football team wins by working together. As a financial cooperative, Greater Iowa Credit Union knows that coming together, we can achieve more. With their winning combination of competitive rates, local service, and a deep commitment to our community, Greater Iowa Credit Union is your financial MVP. Visit GICU.org or stop by your local GICU branch today. Greater Iowa Credit Union. Greater together.
Federally insured by the NCUA. Cyclone farmers do it all. And at Ag Leader, we make it easier. Every day, every season. Our precision farming technology works with you. Planting, spraying, steering, harvesting, whatever the job. Easy to use, proven to perform, ready to work as hard as you. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com and start doing it all with Ag Leader.
When controlling weeds is key to a successful soybean season, good enough isn't good enough. Only FMC overlapping residuals control weed pressure from pre-plant to canopy closure, resulting in higher ROI compared to the competition. To get to canopy closure with the FMC overlapping residuals program, visit your FMC retailer or lockin.ag.fmc.com. Always read and follow all label directions.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Build Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half, 9:01 to go, third quarter, 24-20, Iowa State, but now BYU takes over at its own 21-yard line.
Well, and corners are Trey Bell. Here in the second half, it's been David Coffey, the redshirt freshman from Chicago, playing the other corner. Jamison Patton back in. Drew Surgis, though, in for Marcus Neal.
First and 10, BYU from the 21. Bachmeier out of the shotgun. He looks to his right, fires that way. It is caught. Roberts made a man miss. He's across the 30, 35 with a burst of speed to the 40. They'll mark him at the 41, almost the 42. It is a gain of 21 on the catch by Roberts.
And he's had a huge day. 120-plus yards receiving. But catches the ball inside. Terrific job just reversing field, getting to the outside, and a big gainer on first down for the Cougars, who have the momentum clearly in this football game.
First down and 10, BYU. They're at their own 42-yard line. Bachmeier from the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, looks to throw. Here comes a rush. Bachmeier scrambles right, throws across his body, dropped by Kingston. It would have been enough for a first down if he was able to haul it in at the 44 of Iowa State. But instead, it goes incomplete, and it'll be second and 10.
Bachmeier on the run and threw that one just a little bit behind Parker Kingston.
All right, defense, here's your chance. Second down and 10 for BYU. Bachmeier from the shotgun, 3 receivers left. He looks that way, hands it off to Rex on a draw, and he runs to the 50. Just across the 50 is where they'll mark him, a gain of about 9 on the run by Preston Rex.
Yeah,
that'll be third and 1.
Fake that quick out to the wide receiver, delayed handoff. And that's one of the best runs that they've had all day.
They need about 1.5 yards on third down, just across midfield. Bachmeier from the shotgun, and he will run it himself and get the first down, I think. Very close.
Yeah, very close.
Right at the 48 is where they're going to mark him. It's right at the marker, I think.
A little discrepancy between the guys on each side.
No, they're saying fourth down. They're about 1/2 yard, maybe a third of a yard shy, just inches. So it'll be fourth and inches.
Well, a lot of things can happen here.
Absolutely. They're going to go for it, obviously, but we're going to get a review maybe here of whether or not he made
Early
it.
on the field, the runner was short of the line of game. The previous play is under replay review.
All right, so they're going to take a look at this. I think it's going to be hard to overturn, but I'm not saying they can't. Well, let's tackle safety together. Always remember to stay away from down power lines and report them immediately. Find more electric safety tips at midamericanenergy.com.
I think he is short, maybe, by inches, because that he kind of got submarined where he went straight to the ground.
The ball, he wasn't able to extend the ball at all.
Correct. Yeah, that's where I think this is going to be upheld, but we'll see. But you're right about anything can happen. I mean, you could false start, you could
have a bad
snap,
fumble a snap, or just make a play.
Yeah. Well, BYU has not exactly been the typical juggernaut that they are on the ground.
Well, 18 rushes, 48 yards.
Yeah, they average 230 rushing yards a game, 233, actually second in the Big 12.
L.J. Martin, though, not the leading rusher in the conference, dinged up early in the game, and that
kind
makes
of an
a
important
difference.
qualifier.
But Bachmeier, only 11 yards and 7 carries. Now, his long run is 8.
They're taking a long look at this.
On the other hand, the 2 receivers for BYU, Roberts with 117 yards and Kingston with 103.
After review, the ruling on the field of the runner being short of the line to gain is upheld. It'll be fourth down.
So 4th and inches.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I am. That's exactly what I'm saying. Here comes Big Dom Orange to line up right over the nose of the ball.
You know, you have to watch out for the gutsy play over the top, too.
Yeah.
Aaron Roderick, the offensive coordinator for BYU, not afraid to roll the dice.
4th down and inches for the Cougars. And here they come. Bachmeier under center. And he'll sneak it off the right side. They push him forward. He's got the first down. He got a yard.
Yeah, not much. Just enough.
Yep. So that'll move the chains for BYU. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 6:48 to go here in the third quarter. It's 24-20 Iowa State. The Cyclones have led throughout after starting the game with a 75-yard touchdown pass to Brett Eskelson. Bachmeier from the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the Iowa State 47. Man in motion, Kingston. Bachmeier looking to throw. Here comes a rush. He avoids it and runs. And across the 40, across the 35. And Bachmeier will be run out of bounds at about the 33-yard line of Iowa State. So that is a 14-yard run for Bachmeier. On a scramble.
Yeah, trying to hit, once again, overloading one side with Parker Kingston and Chase Roberts. And looking to hit one of them. Iowa State covered, but then Iowa State, you look at the philosophy of the game, John. Iowa State comes in, you think they're going to have to help bring the safeties into the run game more. Well, now they got to get them back in the pass game.
We have not seen a lot of Marcus Neal today. I don't know if he's been dinged up. It is 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line of Iowa State. Bachmeier looks left, now right, rolls that way, throws downfield. It is incomplete. Intended for Kingston. Hadn't had the coverage, and I thought JMO might be able to get there to go pick it off as it kind of hung in the air, but he had good coverage.
Yeah, he had good closing speed, too. It looked like it might be, a quarter of a step, half a step on that flag route.
So 2nd and 10 coming up from the 33.
That ball well thrown.
Are you not entertained by this football game?
I'm nervous.
10. I know. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line of Iowa State. 5:42 to go in the third. 24-20 Iowa State. Bachmeier from the shotgun. A 3-man rush. He dumps it out left. It's caught by his brother Tiger. And he's run out of bounds at the 26. Boy, you can hear that hit up here as he got to the 25. Tiger Bachmeier with a gain of 8.
Yeah. Once again, good gain. Make it third and manageable. Once again, they're in probably 4-down territory here, barring a negative play here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 2 from the 25-yard line of Iowa State.
And they have dominated time of possession in this half. Cyclones have run only 3 plays.
Bachmeier and Rex make up the backfield. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Bachmeier from the shotgun looks right. Now pressure comes. He dumps it off. And incomplete, I think. Did it hit the ground? Or did they say it's a catch?
They say it's a catch.
I thought.
Well, wait a minute. Somebody's going to come in and say no.
No, I thought it hit the ground. It is incomplete.
Ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. 4th down.
So now 4th and 2, and now what do you do if you're BYU?
Oh, they're down 4. They're going to go for it here. They have momentum.
Yeah.
It's a roll of the dice for sure when you got a great kicker. But this is, once again, fantastic opportunity for Iowa State to get a stop.
4th and 2 from the 25-yard line of Iowa State. Bachmeier in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bachmeier looks right, fires. It is caught by Roberts inside the 20. A great catch, and we're going to have a face mask or horse collar on Iowa State on the tackle as well. What a catch by Roberts.
Yeah, high throw on that quick slant. And Trey Bell wrapped him up high.
Yep.
Wow. There's 4:45 to play here in the second half, and Iowa State has run 3 plays, and they've given up 3 points so far.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 7. Half the distance to the goal.
And you got to be impressed with the poise of this young quarterback. My goodness.
He has played fantastic. 17 of 29, 268 yards on a day when they can't run the football.
Right.
You know, which is not...
That's the part.
And
First and goal at the 9.
That's their DNA. So, it's again, defense. Can somebody make a play? Can you deflect the pass? Can you come up with a turnover?
First and goal from the 9-yard line. Bachmeier from the shotgun. He'll run it, and he's all alone. He'll run it into the end zone for a touchdown. They spread Iowa State out. Bachmeier took it in from 9 yards out, and BYU has its first lead of the game.
Well, that's back to back drives. 2 touchdowns and a field goal, as they have scored now 16 unanswered, pending the extra point.
They have their first lead of the game, and now Farron will try to add to it with the point after. And he does. And it is 27-24, BYU, with 4:33 remaining in the third quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
This is the commercial for Pioneer Seed Corn.
100 years ago, one seed changed everything. In 1926, Pioneer revolutionized farming with the first commercial production of hybrid corn. The one that started it all, the one that still turns heads, and the one that grows the future. This year, we celebrate a century of innovation. One big milestone made possible by one moment, one farmer, 100 seasons. See how it all began at pioneer.com/100.
They're here. They're hungry. And they can't be stopped with ivermectin. Choose Safeguard when you deworm your cattle to take out resistant parasites like brown stomach worm, Couperia, Nematodirus, and others. With Safeguard's efficacy, you can kill more resistant worms in your cattle, so you don't leave potential on the table. Consult your veterinarian for the diagnosis and treatment of parasitism. Then bite back at safeguardworks.com.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, Mid-American Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fans section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield. Second half, 4:33 to go. Third quarter, 27-24. BYU. They've scored 17 unanswered points to take their first lead of the game. We pause 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. Well, Farron will kick it off for the Cougars.
Yeah. And I think one of the big things right now, John, is the momentum having switched. How does Iowa State get it back? How do they get that spring in their step once again? They got stopped really for the first time in the entire game, other than the interception in the first half, on their only drive of the second half so far. So can they kind of reclaim their offensive mojo.
Will Farron will kick it off for the Cougars. Back deep for Iowa State, Zay Robinson and Aiden Flora. And it's a fair catch signaled by Zay, and he'll make that fair catch. And Iowa State will start at the 25. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows that quality coverage takes a great team. And with a Wellmark individual and family health plan, you can choose from thousands of in-network providers. Score great coverage and find the right plan for you at wellmark.com/covered. Timeout on the field again. It is 4:33 to go here in the third quarter. It is 27-24 BYU. We take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield. Cyclone Nation, this one's for you. Back Pocket Brewing is proud to bring you Cyclone Power, our officially licensed Iowa State craft beer. Cyclone Power Blonde Ale is brewed for tailgates, touchdowns, and every proud moment in between. Whether you're marching to Jack Trice or cheering from your couch, Cyclone Power is your game day go-to. Get yours before they're gone, because legends, like seasons, don't last forever. Cyclone Power, brewed by Back Pocket, made for Cyclone Nation.
Good Life RV is your top Iowa camper dealer and RV outfitter with locations in Webster City and Des Moines. Good Life RV specializes in towable RVs from all the top manufacturers, including Grand Design, Brinkley RV, Montana, and more. Our RV services stops in the region, which makes Good Life RV your RV outfitter. You know where your own Good Life is. We're just here to help you find your way. Good Life RV. Now this is living.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Cyclone game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with a service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country. Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Second half, 4:33 to go, third quarter, 27-24 BYU. Let's get down to Ryan Hartclough for the Farm Credit Services sideline report. Hark, somebody's got to rise up and make a play for the Cyclones to get this momentum back.
We do. We got to keep this offense on the field right now with only 3 plays in the second half. We have got to get the mojo back, and I think they can get the energy back in the stadium and on the sideline right now. And again, you just talked about the last 3 possessions by Utah, and you got 17 points on the board. So this offense needs to turn this team back on.
All right, you got to play complementary football. Right now, the offense, has to establish a standard for the defense to hold up to.
Rocco Beck brings the offense out, and Carson Hansen is the running back. He had a huge first half. 2 receivers right, 1 left for Iowa State on 1st and 10 from its own 25-yard line, operating left to right here in the third quarter, and now trailing by 3. Beck will hand it to Hansen. Up the middle he goes. Good burst. 40, 50. Carson Hansen in a foot race to the 30. Hang on to that ball. To the 20, to the 10. Carson Hansen. A huge run for the junior from Lakeville, Minnesota, to the 10-yard line of BYU. It's a 65-yard run for Hansen.
Yeah, terrific job once again. Offensive line opening a hole, but Carson doesn't waste any time hitting it.
So 1st and goal from the 10.
We talked about had to have something to get the crowd back into it.
That should do it.
If that doesn't do it...
But now you got to close the deal. 1st and goal from the 10.
1st and goal.
Hansen stays in there. It is Becht with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Rocco will hand it to Hansen off the right side. Nothing doing this time. No gain on the play. In fact, a loss of a half yard. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 11. Hansen up over 150 rushing yards on the day, but it is 2nd and goal from the 11-yard line. Cyclones down 3. 3:22 to go here in the third quarter. We've got multiple tight ends in the game for Iowa State, 4 of them, in fact. And Rocco back from the shotgun. Townsend the only receiver out there, no running back. And it's Rocco looking to throw it. He looks left. Now here comes some pressure. He rolls right, keeps the play alive. Now a flag down. He runs to the 5, and he's run out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, the referee made the call. I think it's going to be on Tyler Miller.
Holding offense number 51.
Oh, no, it's
10-yard penalty.
Brendan Black.
We play 2nd down.
Once again, 5-man rush. They're all picked up. You know what?
They just got tangled up.
I just saw it on the replay. That's not a good call at all.
No, they just got tangled.
Man.
They got tangled up, but there wasn't a hole.
Wow.
So move it back to the 21-yard line. And now it's 2nd and goal from the 21.
Wow, no bueno on that one.
Back from the shotgun, 2nd and goal from the 21-yard line. Sama is in the game. He's offset to the right of back. 2 receivers left. Rocco looks to throw. And Rocco rolls left, keeps the play alive. Now throws for the end zone. And Sewell couldn't get a foot down. Oh, he made a good catch, but he couldn't get a foot down in play. And it is incomplete. Boy, it was there.
Thrown just a little deep.
Yeah, it was there. And Chase made a really good effort on the play, but couldn't reel it in.
It was there because Rocco was able to extend the play.
Yep.
But just a little too high on the throw. Now,
3rd and goal from the 21. Coming up, we have 2:32 to go here in the third quarter. It is 27-24 BYU. Rocco back from the shotgun. Hansen took it 65 yards on the first play of this drive down to the 10. Rocco back from the shotgun. BYU showing blitz. And they fumbled the snap, and Rocco has to dive on it at the 25. And now you'll send out Kyle Conrorty to try to tie this game.
It'll be a 43-yard attempt. And wow. Breeze certainly not letting up. As Kyle will be kicking into it. Iowa State elected to go into the wind in the third quarter.
You were saying about the momentum?
Yeah. Boy. I tell you what, you want to talk about a big momentum play in the game? This one right here.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get any points out of a 65-yard run.
It's an all-state good hands field goal try. Kyle Conrorty, a 43-yard field goal attempt from the right hash mark. Out of the Perkins hold, there's the kick on the way, and it is good. Conrorty, welcome back. It is 27-27 with 1:47 remaining in the third. And with that good kick, the good hands at Allstate will contribute to the Iowa State Athletic Scholarship Fund for student athletes across all sports. Thank you, Allstate. Let's get down to Ryan Harklaw for the Farm Credit Services Sideline Report. Hark.
Yeah, that's actually a really good kick by Kyle Conrorty right there. That was a low snap, balls on the ground, and Tyler Perkins able to get that thing stood up for Kyle to hit that ball, and that's a lot tougher than most people think. The timing of that kick is actually way off.
The scoring drive recap is brought to you by Quick Star. Looking for your next quick meal? Quick Star has you covered with freshly prepared fried chicken options. Order ahead today with the Quick Rewards app.
Now 5 plays, 50 yards, 2 minutes, 46 seconds. So a 50-yard drive with a 65-yard run.
Yeah,
it started.
Yeah.
But you got points. You got the game tied again. And hopefully halted a little momentum.
And now we're going to see Carson Rhodes kick off for Iowa State. The big guy, 6'8", hits it, and it's taken at about the 8-yard line by Hagan on the right side of the field. He angles back to the middle. He's across the 25, angling left, a flag down. He's across the 35 and run out of bounds. Oh, no, don't hit him late. Boy, they went out of bounds at about the 40, and it looked like Iowa State might have gotten there a little late, but I think there's a flag on BYU here.
There's a flag where about the 26-yard line. That should set them back to the 16.
So that time
that was a hold that really helped set it. It set the edge.
That time they went with Carson Rhodes.
Holding with the return.
Not a big difference.
Team number 18.
Well,
10-yard penalty, first down.
I mean, he got it to the 8-yard line.
Right,
it wasn't.
right.
So it's
into the wind.
Yeah, true.
And look where they're starting.
Yeah.
so
it worked out.
It
certainly worked out. Cyclone fans, stay hydrated. Drinking water is good for your health and your smile. So skip the sugary stuff and refill at any of the water stations around the stadium, courtesy of Delta Dental of Iowa.
Iowa State is yet to force a turnover in this game. Can they do it here? It is 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line for BYU. 1:40 to go, third quarter. Tie game, 27 apiece. Bachmeier from the shotgun. 3 receivers right. One of them comes in motion. That's Kingston. And now Bachmeier hands it off to Rex. And he's met and brought down after about a 3-yard run to the 18-yard line. Maybe a 2-yard run. And good defense by Iowa State.
Cyclones sticking with Tamatoa McDonough, Dominic Orange, and Ike Ezeagu up front. Quentin Taylor's back in at a corner.
2nd down and 8 from the 18. 1:11 to go in the third. Bachmeier from the shotgun. 3 receivers right. He'll look to throw it. Dumps it off right flat. Caught by Carson Ryan, the tight end. Hit by Trey Bell and brought down. He got to the 26. So he picked up 8. I'm sorry. He got to the 21. I'm sorry. He picked up 3. And it'll be well shy. So now it's 3rd down and 5 coming up.
Iowa State gets Trey Verdon in. Iowa State have too many guys on the field. Klosterman in also.
3rd down and 5 from the 21-yard line in a tie game. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bachmeier with 3 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right. Stands in the shotgun all by himself. Here comes a blitz. Bachmeier dumps it off. It isn't broken up. Tayshawn James broke it up and almost picked it off. And it would have been a pick 6 if he came up with it. But he made a great break on the ball and knocked it down. And it's 3 and out for BYU.
Yeah, trying to get to Rex, the running back who had flanked out into the slot that time. And I'll tell you what, almost a catch, but a good hit.
And finally a 3 and out. And now Vanderhaar will punt it with the wind at his back here with 17 seconds to go in that. Flora back deep. Can he get a returnable ball? Vanderhaar hits it. It's a low, wobbly kick. It will bounce and take a BYU bounce forward. They got to get out of the way. It'll roll dead. And it just hit a Cyclone. It just hit a Cyclone who was down there innocently trying to stay away from the football, and it's going to be BYU's ball at the 33-yard line of Iowa State.
We talk about biggest play of the game here, biggest play of the game there. That is the biggest play of the game so far.
That was Benny Nagoy, and it hit his foot. It just barely.
Early on the field, the ball was touched by the receiving team, recovered by the kicking team. 1st down, BYU.
It's just an unbelievably bad bounce for Iowa State, and Benny Nagoy hit it with his foot, and BYU has it at the Iowa State 33-yard line with 5 seconds to go in the quarter at a tie game.
You know, John, what we're talking about, keys, one of the keys, don't beat yourself, and the interception in the first half, this particular play, special teams, monumental. Now, on the other hand, they still got a ways to go. Can you get a stop here?
Just did. But now Bachmeier back out there. 1st and 10 from the 33 of Iowa State. Bachmeier with pressure coming. Dumps it off right. It is caught by Rex. He is hit hard and dropped at the 31-yard line. Boy, hard hits everywhere on that play. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. It is a tie game, 27 apiece, as we go to the fourth quarter in Ames with BYU threatening on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/everymoment to find a plan right for you.
Whether you're cheering for the Cyclones or caring for your land, we know you're all in all season long. And Case IH compact and utility tractors are all in too. Mowing, digging, hauling, our equipment designed to meet the needs of America's farm fields makes caring for your home field easier. Your Case IH dealer can show you how our equipment can make this season a winning one. Case IH, built by farmers.
Hey Cyclones, this is number 97 Kyle Conrad. We're getting hyped for the upcoming football season, and Iowa Corn is pumped up for the season and their partnership with Iowa State. For your drive to the game, support Iowa's corn farmers by selecting unleaded 88 at the pump. It's a fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet. It's definitely worth the hype. Get pumped up with unleaded 88. Let's go Cyclones.
Hi, it's Andrew Hoiberg from Calcium Products. SO4 pelletized gypsum is the superior sulfur source that delivers the right amount of sulfur, perfectly matching plant needs for yield maximizing plant growth. SO4 consistently performs in trials, providing up to a 14 bushel increase on corn. Ask your agronomist about applying SO4 pelletized gypsum this fall and learn more at calciumproducts.com. Go Cyclones!
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. A second half which has had a big turn of events with BYU grabbing momentum. And now in a 27-27 game, they start the fourth quarter at the 31-yard line of Iowa State with a 2nd and 8 coming up. But a third quarter that was dominated statistically by BYU, even though Carson Hansen did have that long 65-yard run, but it only got a field goal for Iowa State as the drive stalled out. So we're tied at 27. It has been a wild one here in Ames, and I would imagine that we're in for a wild fourth quarter.
Yeah, I suspect that's the case. You know, Iowa State, 384 yards of offense, only had the ball for what, 8 plays in the third quarter? Five on a drive that included a 65-yard run.
You go back to early in this game, Iowa State was getting great pressure on Bachmeier when Will McLaughlin was in there.
Yeah.
And they just have not been able to recapture that.
Well, McLaughlin won't return.
No, but it's just you need to force him into making some tough plays.
You know, he's been terrific today.
He's been great.
19 of 32, 273 yards. He's not turned it over. He's gotten rid of the football when he's needed to. Iowa State's done a good job on him for the most part. You know, when it comes to keeping their run game in check and his run game. But,
well, buckle up, Cyclone fans. Here comes the fourth quarter in a tie game, 27 apiece. BYU 2nd and 8 from the 31-yard line of Iowa State. They have come back without L.J. Martin, their terrific running back. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Bachmeier in the shotgun on 2nd and 8 from the 31. There's the snap. He looks right, fires that way. It is caught, but a sliding catch made by Robertson, a short gain to the 27. So they pick up 4.
Another 4 to go here.
3rd down and 6. No, 3rd and 4, rather.
Can you make a play once again? You know, the defense, they're giving a little cushion on the outside.
3rd and 4 from the 27.
Once again, they get Kingston and Roberts both spread out to the same side of the field. See if they run some kind of cross out there.
They're over to the left side. Here comes a blitz. Bachmeier delivers downfield. It is caught for a touchdown. Kingston makes the catch right in front of the Cyclone defender as Trey Bell was trying to get there, but Kingston claimed it, and it's a touchdown for BYU.
And once again, hang time on that throw. He had to get it up. Iowa State, everybody on their own back in the secondary, and Trey Bell, I thought he was going to get there in time to break it up. And
so did he.
And Kingston did a great job screening him off, using his body to keep Bell from getting the ball, and he makes the catch. And a huge, huge day for these Cougar wide receivers.
Farron adds the extra point, and it's 34-27 BYU with 14:21 to go.
10 points off turnovers in this game.
Yeah, just a short field there, and they took advantage. Timeout on the field. BYU up by 7. We take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Let me ask you a question. What has 27 challenging holes, bent grass fairways and greens, a great location just 5 miles northwest of Des Moines, a perfect setting and venue for corporate and fundraising golf events, a driving range, season passes for avid golfers, and a great food and beverage division? You're right. The answer is Beaver Creek Golf Course, the same place I have never ever seen a beaver. If you like to golf, you'll really like Beaver Creek.
Both home and away, Cyclones are making a difference everywhere they go. Through innovation, commitment, and a can-do spirit, Iowa State is uplifting lives in our state and around the globe. When you support students, you're helping send their Cyclone knowledge and pride out into the world. Be part of something bigger. Together, we can help the people and programs of Iowa State University go farther. Join us at ProveWhatMatters.com.
To your weekend, Toyota trucks are raring to go. Gearing up for fall, Tundra is all in for hauling. Going off the beaten path, Tacoma says, let's ride. Both trucks pack sweet tech, posh cabins, and Toyota's legendary reliability, so you can make every weekend epic. Find yours at Toyota.com. And now, save bucks on trucks all month long. Toyota, let's go places.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. That's why Iowans rely on truck equipment. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous, but Truck Equipment Inc. has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. And now you can shop from home with our comprehensive online store. Order new parts online for store pickup or delivery. Visit TruckEquipmentInc.com today.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half, 14:21 remaining. It is 34-27 BYU. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean-burning fuel. For your drive to the game, drive clean with Unleaded 88 and support Iowa's corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88.
You know, BYU's had to kind of run through the raindrops in a couple of the wins they've had this year, but they've found a way so far, and that's kind of the way they're playing today. Iowa State's got to find a way to reverse that.
Here's Farron's kickoff. It's a short one. It will bounce at the 16 and go out of bounds, so Iowa State will start at the 35.
All right. That's a nice turn of
Free
events.
kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Receiving team is elected to take the ball at the 35-yard line. First down.
The Cyclones are sacking hunger with each quarterback sack. Farm Credit Services of America and E4 Crop Intelligence are donating money. The Iowa pork producers are donating pork, and the Iowa Egg Council is donating eggs to help sack hunger in Iowa, where 1 in 7 children lives with food insecurity. Donations go to the Iowa Food Bank Association.
Blue Sama is into the game at running back for Iowa State. Rocco Beck brings the offense out. They start at the 35 on the far hash, operating right to left with the wind at their back here in the fourth quarter, but now down by 7. Sama lines up behind, backed in a pistol formation. The give to Sama. Right side run. He got a yard, and that was it. As he was hit hard. And it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up. That was Tamapawa that made the stop for BYU. So 2nd out of 9 for Iowa State. Becht has a shotgun formation here. And he looks to throw. Looks left, fires that way. Burkle had it picked off. They stepped in front of him. It's going to be a touchdown for BYU on a pick 6 by Falata Satuala.
Yep.
A pick 6 for BYU.
Well, this is how they win games, you know, and Iowa State, this is how Iowa State loses games right now, making the big mistakes, the mistakes that are hard to overcome. Still a lot of time in the game to do it, but, man, Iowa State has been
third turnover of the game for Iowa State. They've all been costly.
Well,
this
will be 17 points off turnovers and back-to-back 14-pointers, or 7-pointers, if you will.
Iowa State once led this game 24-10. And now Farron trying to add the extra point. And he does, and it is 41-27 BYU. So Iowa State has been outscored 31-3 after having that 14-point lead. Timeout on the field, 13:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. BYU up now 2 touchdowns. We take the break. You're listening to Cyclone Football from Learfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
It's game time, Cyclones. Just like football, construction takes teamwork, training, and grit. At ABC of Iowa, our apprenticeship program lets you earn while you learn, gain real-world experience, and start a valuable career without the burden of college debt. From the field to the job site, it's all about rising to the challenge. Ready to join the team and become a champion? Visit abciowatrust.org to learn more about building your future while building Iowa.
This was a commercial for Pioneer Seed Corn.
In 1926, Pioneer revolutionized farming with the first commercial production of hybrid corn, and we've been innovating ever since.
The one that started it all, the #1 seed to beat, the one for you.
In 2026, we celebrate a century of innovation. Plant the 100th season. Plant Pioneer. Visit pioneer.com/100.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone!
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield second half, a second half which has been dominated by BYU. They now lead Iowa State 41-27 after a pick six. 13:40 to go. Still a lot of time, but an uphill battle now.
I mean, just the plays in this game that led to the points by BYU.
Turnovers 3-0.
Yeah, that's the killer, and that's 17 points, and right there, it's a 14-point game. 13:40 to go. And if you're ever going to make a great comeback, you got to have an area where you had problems to stink, if you will, for a while. And Iowa State has kind of met that criteria. Now can you meet the next criteria and get something going?
Well, there have certainly been signs of Iowa State being able to get stuff going throughout.
Iowa State's run, 10 plays this half?
Yeah, I mean, their yards per play for the game is still huge. Farron kicking off. And it's chased over toward the sideline. He hit another one out of bounds. And Iowa State will start again at the 35, just as they did on the last possession. However, that one resulted in a pick six.
Kicking team, receiving team has elected to take the ball at the 35-yard line.
One of the
first down.
Great traits of Rocco Becht, as we go down to Ryan Harklaw for the Farm Credit Services sideline report. Hark is the ability to shake it off. Can Rocco shake this one off and come back strong and finish this game?
It's still the guy you want back there right now. He's been in some tough spots, and he can give you hope. With 13:40 to go, you score here, one stop, and you're back at it. And so, again, nothing's going our way at this point. You're a score away from getting back in this thing.
Zay Robinson's lining up as a receiver here. We've seen him on kickoff returns. And now Becht out of the shotgun. They bring Robinson in motion and snap it directly to Hansen. He tries to run right. He's tripped up. No gain on the play. Good defensive play made by Evan Johnson, the cornerback.
Yeah, lost maybe almost half a yard. And that's kind of what happened last time. First play, it was 1 yard. This time it's nothing. Play before that was 6 Other first down play was 65, so that was better. But now Cyclones behind the chains and see BYU going to try to feast here.
2nd and 11 from the 34. Backed out of the shotgun, a blitz coming. They pick it up, he dumps it off right. It's caught by Burkle, and he's submarined by Johnson again. It's a good hit. It was a gain of 5. Well, not a great spot. They're going to put it at the closer to the 33. I thought he got to the 34, but pretty close to the 34. So it is about a 5-yard catch for Burkle. So now 3rd down coming up.
You know, and you hate to think about 4th down scenarios in your own territory here, but you need to get something here to give yourself that option.
3rd down and 6 from the 39. Backed out of the shotgun. He looks, he fires. It is caught by Bramer. He'll get the first down. He fights forward into BYU territory to the 47.
They caught that about a yard shy of the line to gain and made a great spin to get out and get the extra yards.
14 yards on the big catch for Bramer. Now Sama returns to the game, and Iowa State will have it 1st and 10 at the BYU 47. Zay Robinson stays in there as a wide receiver.
Well, they have big-time hopes for him, but he has not really played from scrimmage.
1st and 10 from the 47 of BYU. Robinson in motion. And here's the snap to back, handoff to Sama up the middle, and he hangs on to that ball as they try to strip it away from him. He got 3 to the 44. And the stop made by Alford. Sama did a very nice job there with ball security because they were about to rip that thing away. 2nd down and 7 from the 44. Iowa State goes quickly. Beck from the shotgun. He looks left, fires that way. Sliding catch made by Carson Brown, and that'll be enough for the first down at the 35-yard line of BYU. So 9-yard catch for Brown. And Iowa State trying to go quickly. We are at 11:10 remaining. Iowa State down 2 touchdowns. Beck from the shotgun. Hands off to Sama. Right side run. And he fights for about 7 more. He got to the 28-yard line. A gain of 7 for Abu Sama. Kelly tripped him up.
A really good drive. Iowa State now rushed for almost 200 yards in this game.
Boy, this is a drive you have to finish.
Right.
422 total yards for Iowa State on the day. 10:40 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Iowa State down 41-27. Beck from the shotgun. There's the snap. Rocco looking, now scrambling, rolling to his right, throws it away as pressure was all over him. Clegg was trying to chase him down.
Yeah, good decision.
Rocco makes a real good decision. It'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, and down 14. I mean, if you're down 7, this is not necessarily 4-down territory here, but it is, I think, in this situation, barring,
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. 3rd and 3 from the 28 of BYU. 10:24 remaining. Iowa State down 41-27. Trying to avoid their first home loss of the season. Out of the shotgun, Rocco Beck. Rocco rolls to the left, looks down to run it, and he'll be stopped.
Lost.
Yeah, lost a yard or 2, back to the 30. Beck on a run to the left, loses 2.
It was designed to be a throw and then a run as the second option, but just nothing there.
So now to be 4th down and 5, and the clock is ticking. 10 minutes remaining in the game.
Yeah, the clock not a huge factor right now, but if they don't score on this drive, it becomes one.
Flora. There's the snap. Rocco looks, fires left, leaping catch by Bramer, and enough for the first down. To the 23-yard line, he got 7. Another big conversion for Bramer.
Just a 3-man rush and just a really good job. 2 receivers out to that side. They flushed with somebody deep, and then Bramer just getting past the sticks. 2 big first down catches on this drive.
And now you got to close the deal. Iowa State 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line of BYU. 9:10 remaining. Cyclones down 2 touchdowns. Beck from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right side. Rocco hands it off to Sama, and he's met and dropped. No gain on the play.
Yeah, they have certainly shored up that run defense.
Logan Latui made the stop. He's the guy who had the pick earlier in the game. One of the picks. And And now it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Iowa State, and the clock ticking at 8:45 to go. 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line of BYU. Out of the shotgun is Beck. Beck looks right, slant, broken up. And looked like there might have been some contact. Eskelson could not hang on. Johnson will be credited with the pass broken up, so now it's 3rd and 10.
Cyclones go back with Flora and Bramer, but yeah, trying to hit him on the slant.
Well, let's see if they come after Beck here. 3rd down and 10 from the 23. Rocco from the shotgun.
See if they play coverage this time or try to heat up Rocco. I think they're going to bring pressure.
Beck from the shotgun. Here they come. Rocco looking, avoids a rusher. Now throws left. Caught. No! Dropped by Flora at the 3-yard line. It would have been a touchdown. It would have been a touchdown if he was able to hang on, but Aiden Flora could not hang on, and now it's 4th down.
Wow. I mean, that was great job by Rocco Beck avoiding coverage or pressure. Aiden Flora knows.
Well,
that's one that got away. Now,
this is a microcosm of this game, though. Just Iowa State cannot stop shooting itself in the foot. 4th down and 10 from the 23. Beck from the shotgun. Rocco looks, fires left deep for Eskelson, incomplete. Well defended by Therian Alexander, and BYU will take over on downs.
Well, that's kind of been the nature of what's gone wrong the previous 2 games. Today, Iowa State showed lots of signs of life, but the mistakes you make, you just can't overcome.
Timeout on the field, 8:14 to go. BYU takes over the ball with a 41-27 lead on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
With their strength and versatility, there's almost no job John Deere compact utility tractors can't handle. With their powerful diesel engines and auto connect system, these tractors make your job easier. From mowing to hauling to snow removal, these machines do it all. And right now at Van Wall, you can get a John Deere 1023E for as little as $135 per month. Stop into your local Van Wall today or visit vanwall.com for more details. Offer ends 11/2/2025. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, Mid-American Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
Every farmer knows a strong season starts long before the planter rolls. At Landis, our agronomists are here to help you choose the right seed for your fields and protect it with Acre Edge seed treatments that give your crop a stronger, healthier start. And with flexible financing options, it's easier than ever to plan ahead, manage cash flow, and capture early season savings. Talk with your local Landis agronomist today and plant with confidence.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. 8:14 to go in the fourth quarter. It is 41-27 in favor of BYU. They have outscored Iowa State 31-3. after Iowa State was up by 2 touchdowns earlier in the game. And now they take the field after stopping Iowa State on downs. A dropped pass, contributing certainly, would have been a touchdown. And now the defense back out there, down 14 and needing to get off the field quickly.
You know, and Bear Bachmeier really playing well. He's using his legs a little more now than he was earlier, but he has been terrific. 304 yards passing, 21 of 34. I know they're going to want to run the football. They're missing L.J. Martin, their Big 12's leading rusher, but I think they're going to rely on the legs of Bear Bachmeier now.
I'd be stunned if they didn't. It is 1st and 10 from the 23. They hand it off to Rex. He tries the right side, got tripped up, but picked up about 5 as he got to the 28. Neal made the stop, but a 5-yard run for Rex. Second down coming up.
Obviously, a stop here is about the only hope Iowa State has. I mean, there's still time if they could get a 3 and out here.
It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 28-yard line. Nahawine in there running back. And they will get Bachmeier, keep it, and he runs. He'll slide across the 40 to the 41. They'll mark it right at the 40-yard line. It's a 12-yard run for Bachmeier.
Just the read option, and he made the right read. And content to run the clock. 7:20 to go. I guess he doesn't have the speed to take it all the way, but he certainly could have gotten another 10 or so yards, especially as hard as he is to bring down.
7:10 to go, the clock ticking, and it is 1st and 10 BYU from the 40-yard line. They hadn't really been able to run the ball much all day, but now when they have to, they can. And here's a handoff, and this is Nahawine brought down after maybe a half yard, and it'll be 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Cyclones with all 3 timeouts remaining. Don't want to have to use any in this drive, but
you got to
at some point it may come down to that.
Yeah, you got to save as much of this time as you can too, though. And now 2nd down and 10.
We've seen teams take shots at this. I don't think they will at this point.
2nd and 10 from the 40. Bachmeier from the shotgun. He looks to throw it. Nope, he'll take off and run. And Tamatoa McDonough brings it down after a gain of 2 to the 42. And now 3rd down coming up.
It'll tick down to close to 5.5 minutes to go when they have to snap the ball this time. Iowa State gets Trey Verdon in. But boy, the success that they've had throwing the football to those 2 wideouts, Roberts and Kingston. They have so much confidence in those 2 guys.
3rd down and 8 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, Bachmeier, quick throw to the left, caught by Kingston. And Trey Bell runs him out of bounds, but a flag down. And we might have...
They got a lineman downfield, I think.
It was a gain of a couple. They'd probably deny it if it isn't a significant deal because you'll get the ball. It would be 4th down if it's a penalty on BYU.
Illegal block in the back. Offense number 71. The penalty is declined.
They'll decline
4th down.
And now force the punt.
On the other hand, they will start the clock.
Yeah. And you know
they can take another 25 seconds
and they will. They'll use all of it, I'm sure.
You should.
Vanderhaar, the punter, just awaiting the snap. Well, they snapped it with 20 on the play clock. That's a mistake. There's the punt. Flora, fair catches it at the 16. And so that's where Iowa State will start. They could have killed another 20 seconds.
Yeah.
A mistake by the Cougars. They haven't made many here in the second half.
They have not here in the second half in particular.
So Iowa State takes over with 5:19 to go. They're down by 2 touchdowns. And we need a miracle at Jack Trice Stadium.
Yeah. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Iowa State Cyclones. Cyclone men's basketball will be in action tomorrow at noon. Exhibition game against Northwestern. right here at Hilton.
All right, here comes Rocco Becht in the offense, and Iowa State needs to do something and do it in a pretty decent amount of time. As they've got Becht in the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 16. Rocco looks to throw it, and he dumps it off at the right flat, caught by Carson Hansen, made one man miss, and spun forward to the 20. It's a gain of 4. And the clock ticking with 5:07 to go.
It's going to be harder to get the ball pushed downfield against the BYU defense, but you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to try.
Give him 5 yards to the 21, 2nd down and 5. Back from the shotgun. Rocco looks, fires over the middle, caught by Townsend, and he is to the 38-yard line. So he picked up 17. That helps. But now the ball at the 38, and we have 4:36 to go, and Iowa State lines up quickly. This sometimes is when Rocco's at his best, when he has to be in a hurry. And now a timeout.
BYU, no.
A false start here on Iowa State, I think.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense number 0. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
So Sowell called for the penalty, and now it'll be 1st down and 15.
And Cyclones got to be ready to go.
Yeah, 4:28 to go. They wind the clock. Back from the shotgun. It's 1st and 15. Rocco drops. Here comes a rush. He delivers left. It's caught by Green, and Eli Green to the 44-yard line. So he picked up 11.
Got to go. 4 minutes. Just over 4 to play.
4:07 remaining. It is 2nd down and 4 from the 44. Beck from the shotgun. Here comes a blitz. He delivers right flat. Caught by Bramer. Made a man miss. Another man misses. And he gets to the 40-yard line of BYU. Terrific job after the catch. The market at the 41, but a nice job by Bramer and a Cyclone 1st down.
And you can't really sub here because too much time goes off the clock. So Cyclones sticking with that formation.
And now Beck from the shotgun. He delivers to the right side. Green, another catch to the 26-yard line of BYU. Eli Green, 2 big catches here. And now we're down to 3:30 to go, but the Cyclones are 1st and 10 at the 26 of BYU. And now a timeout called by Kalani Sitake.
First charge timeout. BYU.
So 3:21 to go.
Yeah, his defensive guys were gassed because they had to stay out there the whole time. Iowa State wisely not subbing to put them in a situation, where they could match the sub. That runs 20 seconds off the clock, and that's 20 seconds Iowa State doesn't have right now.
Iowa State down 2 touchdowns. Cyclone Football is brought to you by Associated Builders and Contractors of Iowa. Just like football, construction takes teamwork, training, and grit. Ready to join the team and become a champion? Visit abciowatrust.org to learn more about building your future while building Iowa. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Iowa State with approaching 500 yards of offense, but just 24 points in this game. It's kind of like Colorado. You had over 400, only 17. You got to find ways to get the ball in the end zone, and man, it starts right now.
1st and 10 from the 26 of BYU. 3:21 remaining. Beck from the shotgun. Here comes a blitz. Beck scrambling to his right. He'll be sacked. He goes down to the 29. It's a loss of 3. And the stop made by Schoonover.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he slipped or somebody got.
I think they got the ankle.
Okay.
So now it's 2nd down and 13 from the 29. Beck from the shotgun, looking, scrambling again under duress. Gets away from it, throws it downfield, incomplete. He just threw it away as he was being chased, and now a man down for BYU. That's Jack Kelly getting up slowly. He'll come off. Yep. But now it is 3rd down and 14 from the 30-yard line.
And the Cougars getting some pressure without really blitzing here. And, man, that's tough when you got pressure and you got 7 guys back in coverage. But got to find a way. And Bramer has 4 catches, 59 yards.
right, here we go. It is 3rd down and 14 from the 30. Beck from the shotgun. And now a flag out. False start on Iowa State. Oh, man.
False start. Offense number 4. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
A game that started so auspiciously for Iowa State has just turned sharply in the other direction.
Become inauspicious, perhaps. Yeah. John, it's the mistakes, that... And give BYU credit. I mean,
they've hung in there, even without their star running back.
But Iowa State has just shot themselves in the foot.
3rd down and 19 from the 35. Shotgun snap to Beck. The rush coming. He slips out of it, keeps the play alive. Now throws downfield and a hold. It's going to be pass interference downfield as he tried to go to Sowell. And that was Maury Bamba that's going to be called for pass interference, which will keep the possession alive for Iowa State.
Yeah, which is really...
Holding defense number 4.
I thought the ball was in the air. Okay, so it is just a hold. But now the drive alive and automatic 1st down. But we're down to 2:46 to go.
It's a 5-yard difference. Yeah. But, he definitely threw the flag while the ball was in the air. But maybe he couldn't get it out of his pocket.
1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line of BYU. 2:46 to go. Called the 24. Of the Cougars. Out of the shotgun back. Rocco takes a look. He looks. He fires over the middle. It's caught by Bramer. He's inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So Bramer gets 16.
And you got to go quickly.
And we're down to 2:33 to go. It's 1st and goal for Iowa State in the Case IH red zone at the 8. Back from the shotgun. He will hand it off. This is Flora up the middle. Touchdown. Flags down.
Come on.
Flags down at the end of the play. At the end of the play, a flag thrown in the backfield.
Holding offense number 18. 10-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
So Bramer called for the hold on the Flora touchdown run.
Man, that flag was thrown after he was in the end zone.
Yeah. That kind of day for Iowa State, though, as a hold wipes out the touchdown and means that time will not stop with Iowa State, within 7. So here we go. They back it up to the 18. 2:22 to go.
And Sataki.
Second charge timeout.
Another timeout.
BYU.
Well, the one that started it all, the number 1 seed to beat, the one for you. Plan your 100th season of Pioneer.
And enter to win a VIP suite experience at Jack Trice Stadium from the Iowa Lottery. Become an Iowa Lottery VIP club member and enter the Cyclone football promotion with winning or non-winning Mega Millions tickets. Actually, that promotion has expired. It expired on October 20th, but there are still many ways to win with the Iowa Lottery. So, it will be a 1st down and 18 situation. 1st and goal from the 18 for Iowa State with 2:22 remaining.
Iowa State only 5 penalties in this game, but man, I'll tell you all of them off the top of my head.
503 yards of offense from Iowa State. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 18-yard line of BYU. 2:22 to go. Iowa State does have all 3 of its timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout if they can score quickly. Back from the shotgun. Here comes a blitz. He's in trouble. He scrambles out of one tackler. Can't avoid the other. Brought down for a sack way back at the 34-yard line. Schoonover got him.
Yeah, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute timeout.
And all the way back to market at the 32. So that was a loss of 14 yards. And now it is going to be Second down and goal from the 32-yard line.
John, you're first and goal.
2 minutes,
8.
timeout.
You know, it's kind of like what happened on the field goal drive in the second half as well. You have a 65-yard run, and you end up get first and goal to 10. You kick a 43-yard field goal. It's like, can't finish right now in those tight situations in the red zone.
2 minutes to go. We take the timeout on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Hear that? Those are Pioneer brand soybean and cornfields, the #1 seed brand in the U.S., ready to harvest. The combine reaps and separates row after row of innovative genetics. Soybeans fall into bins and bounce off the tin with unbeatable yields. Pioneer corn and soybean seed is the #1 brand in the U.S. This is what it sounds like to plant #1. Learn more at pioneer.com/topcrop.
Does your lender work for profit, or does your lender work for you? For all the customers of Farm Credit Services of America, the answer is easy. That's because we are a lender driven by a mission, rather than one that's driven for profit. A cooperative, owned by the customers we serve, and governed by a board of farmers and ranchers. We work for you and no one else. Discover the difference at Farm Credit Services of America. Agriculture works here.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. We have 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Iowa State is going to have second down and goal from the 32-yard line of BYU as they trail by 14 points, 41-27.
Yeah, second and goal from the 32. That's not something you say very often, but Iowa State's got to find a way to get it in the end zone. It has been, in some respects, a really good day for Rocco, but a couple of big mistakes have come back. Obviously, the pick six is one, but the first interception I thought was I guess, if you look at it from a BYU standpoint, it's one that kind of stopped the bleeding for them. Iowa State was driving.
It gave them life.
Iowa State was driving to go up 3 scores in the game.
Yeah, it gave them life.
And then they only got a field goal out of it, but Iowa State had driven down, and then obviously, on the punt when Iowa State touches it, and after they just tied the game, got a 3 and out, it was just like a great scenario. But those mistakes are just hard to overcome.
All right, so it is second down and goal from the 32-yard line of BYU. 41-27 Cougars. 2 minutes even remaining. Beck from the shotgun. And he drops to throw. Here they come again. He dumps it off, caught by Green, and he can't make the tackler miss. Good tackle made at the 25-yard line to keep Green from getting significantly more yardage.
Now you got to.
Now it's third and goal from the 26, and you're down to 1:40 to go.
Iowa State subs, and that allows. That takes 15-20 seconds off the clock.
Third down and goal from the 26. Beck from the shotgun. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up. He fires over the middle. Bramer couldn't hang on, and it goes incomplete. Bramer took a hit, and it goes incomplete, and now it'll be fourth down.
Yep. Got it right back to where Bramer had it before, about the 8-yard line. But man, that ball had to loft it over the linebacker.
Now the final hope for Iowa State.
Yeah, got to get this one to the end zone. Maybe one of your guys can make a play.
Fourth down and goal from the 26. 1:24 remaining. Beck from the shotgun. He looks. He's trying to buy some time. Now here comes a rush. He throws it downfield, and it is picked off by BYU. And they will slide down. It's Evan Johnson on the pick. Beck just had to throw it down there. Yeah. And Evan Johnson got the interception, but the turnover is now 4-0 in favor of BYU.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 interceptions, that's not on Rocco, that one. He had to try to make a throw. And even at that, he was certainly being harassed and felt the pressure.
So BYU is going to get to 8-0 on the season.
Yeah, and they're a good football team.
And probably good enough to be higher than number 11 in the country when you look at a bunch of the teams above them with a loss or two. Close to it anyway. And Iowa State's going to drop to 5-3 overall and 2-3 in the Big 12. And have Arizona State coming in next week. 1:14 to go. 41-27. Bachmeier hands it off. Not much on the run, although they move the pile and just keep it moving all the way to the 24. Wow.
Yeah, that's a momentum play. One team is